really great.
Just do it, nerd.
All right,
That's the
all
best
right.
part. That's the best.
こんにちは、おかえりなさい。
Konnichiwa, okaeri nasai, everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Bento Boxcast. We are here, of course, with the three amigos. That's a brand new thing I've never said on the pod before, but hi, guys.
Nice, love it.
So yeah, as you guys can hear, we have Renee and Rafa, as well as myself, Hector, on the pod. And let me just intro this the right way, guys. So welcome back to a brand new episode. This is, of course, episode 2 of season 2 of the Bento Boxcast, the most animeist podcast of all the internet, truly all the internet, I promise you guys. We are here coming at you on whatever audio platform you may so choose. We got you covered on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, or on any other platform associated, guys, with Anchor.com. But of course, you'll find us at our home base, our mainstay, our club room, YouTube.com. Just look up the Bento Boxcast, and you'll see like our iconic logo, the little octopus with, what is it? It's like the hot dog octopus, right? That's what it is.
It's a little hot dog that you
Find in Bentos.
they get in bentos, and you can like you cut them up and make them look like a little octopus.
Oh yes. But that being said, guys, in every episode, the viewers have a chance to add some topics, suggest some talking points for us to discuss, and the only way to have that happen is, of course, if you tweet at us at the Bento Boxcast or to our personal Twitters, which will be down in the description below, guys. Or you could also join our Discord. There in the link down below, you can see everything you need to and talk to us in any chat you want. We have a variety of chats that you can talk to, but our main little chat room is called the Kotatsu, and I'm very proud of that name. I'm very, very happy with that name. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys, if you want to come in and give us a little, rundown of what you guys think about anime and talk to us and discuss with us about anything anime, feel free to. We're here. Check the description down below. And yeah. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Doing pretty good, actor. That's how I talk now. I'm doing pretty good, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a great week. I had a pretty good week, or 2 weeks since last time we did this, right? If I remember.
Yeah, it's been
correctly.
It's been about 2 weeks.
Before we get into it, I just want to give a special shout out to Renee and to us because the last episode did pretty good. I don't know if you guys saw. We got some decent views, got some comments, and it's in our most popular, in the top 10 of the most popular uploads. It's number 7, I think. 1, 2. Yep, no, our most 7th popular upload. So look at that. We made the top 10, guys.
It's all with power of Renee.
Yeah.
I honestly thought I was just gonna scare people away, so that feels good. I'm glad you guys are still here.
Feels good, man.
No, yeah, exactly. So yeah, I just wanted to make that little announcement. I don't know, point that out. There you go.
Yeah, definitely shout out to everybody who watched and shared, of course. We appreciate it tons. I mean, yeah, we were all kind of nervous about coming back, and we were wondering how the viewership was going to be in, but you guys rocked it 100%. And came a little bit later than we had planned, but it was up on Spotify, it was up on Apple and everything like that on the Anchor platform. So there you go. And the next one will also be on there right away with the upload of the YouTube one. So don't worry, guys. That was a one-time thing. We'll be back at it. Trust.
Yeah. So this episode 2, is going to be up by April 20th. It should be up in the morning. I'm pretty sure. I don't know how that's going to work out, but guaranteed it's going to be up on April 20th. So tomorrow, April 20th.
A one-day turnaround. We got it. Trust.
Yeah, we got this. I'm not gonna sleep. I'm just gonna work on it until I die.
Well, then don't die.
I was about to say yeah.
Oh, you're right. I can't. Okay, let me not die then.
Once you post it.
Yeah, once I post it.
Afterwards, you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
Just make sure you show up for the next recording, okay?
Yeah.
We're gonna have zombie Rafa in the mix. But anyways, guys, I want to, on the topic of like shouting everybody out and everything, we did have some comments, which is very, very cool, from some familiar faces and some new faces, actually, to the comment board. So I'm going to start off with everyone's favorite, all right? John Cordero. I'm sorry, Cordero.
No, Cordero. That sounds right, Cordero.
We're just going to keep butchering his last name.
John Corridor.
What are those pants made out of? I forgot what they're called.
Corduroy.
There you go. John Corduroy.
There you go, yeah.
I'm sorry, John. I don't mean to roast you. I'm sorry. He said, and I quote, And I quote Rafa. Don't come at me.
No,
Rafa wild for trying to roast Hector for watching so much anime, but he spends days on VR chat. And in that same vein, Alex too. Alex doing too much apparently with this comment as well because he commented twice. Rafa is a huge hypocrite. LOL. 5 hours of anime a week compared to 40 hours of VR chat a day.
Wow.
40
hours a day, Rafa?
First of all, that doesn't even work. The day has 24 hours. Okay, I spend at least 8 hours at work. Okay, and the rest, that's none of your fucking business what I do.
Jesus,
that's all I gotta say to those two knuckleheads.
That word came in so hard.
John, Alex, see me on the streets, bro.
Oh no.
That's all I gotta say about that.
I mean,
next question.
I know, right? I will say though, I don't think 5 hours is a lot.
I don't think so either.
I was just trying to mess with you. I really don't care.
Oh no, but I was thinking like, cause me and Renee, we were like in the last pod we were talking about it, but also like other people who have talked, it's like 5 hours is actually not like crazy, but it's also not short either.
It's like average.
It's an average, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a good time.
Well, this season my average viewship hours, I don't even know how to say that. My hours on average for this season have dwindled by a lot. It's really sad.
Oh yeah.
I don't like this season at all. Actually,
you're not vibing with anything this season.
No, I mean I'm vibing with stuff, but it's just like, yeah, there's really not much for me to like this season. There are a few that I really enjoy, but overall, kind of sad about it.
Really.
But speaking of a season, or rather, an anime that came out last season, which I actually surprisingly did enjoy, Griffin West. Shout out Griffin. Griffin posted, "Do a deep dive of Beastars season 2, please." Now I think I remember Rafa saying he didn't watch Beastars or hasn't watched season 1 of Beastars, but
I'm
Renee,
not all the way caught up with Beastars.
Okay, and then I don't know about you, Renee. Have you checked out Beastars before? Or do you know what that show is?
I remember seeing like animals. I don't know, like no. Am I wrong?
No, actually, you're
right.
Pretty spot on. Yeah.
Like a wolf. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I've seen it, but I'm just like, I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna avoid it.
So I guess the best way I can explain it, it's like a Zootopia, but like anime Zootopia with like
and
adult,
it's way more mature.
Yeah. So
I like Zootopia.
But it's not that.
Oh damn! Never mind.
It is, but it isn't. Like it's like
it is, but it isn't.
Yeah. There's really cool aspects of it. But the issue, well, it's not really an issue. It's something that people kind of have to get over. It kind of has like a bad light to it because there are essentially 1 to 2 furry scenes within that show where it kind of gets sexual, and then like nothing is shown, but it's like insinuated, and there's like, you know, like shadows that cover up certain parts and things like that. It's like that show kind of gets a little graphic in that aspect, very lightly, but it happens. So you're just like, oh, some people got really uncomfortable with it. Some people didn't know that was going to happen, and then obviously those who read the manga were like, oh yeah, like that scene's coming, or this is coming. And then to people who are brand new and have no idea what Beastars is, they were like shocked to even see that something like that was on the screen. Which I remember when I was watching it, I got very uncomfortable when that happened, and I'm like, okay. And then like it happens for like one scene for like, I don't know, maybe like a few minutes, and then it never happens again in the rest of the season. So it's like once you get past that point, which is like probably maybe 3 or 4 episodes in, then like it starts to get better, where you're just like, oh, okay, there's actually like, well, I mean, they kind of show a plot line at the beginning, but like it just gets really interesting, and there's very like real world problems within that, you know, anime where it's just about animals. And
so like the way that it connects to Zootopia, because you know how Zootopia is just like I don't want to say like a metaphor, but like you know, it kind of feels like you know, oh, you eat meat, or you don't eat meat type of thing, you know, kind of like with us, with race, like with humans and race and stuff like that. It deals with that topic, with that topic, where, you know, it's the main guy, he's a wolf, and you know, and people are scared of him, you know, but he seems to be like just this real cool dude or whatever. And it's like is he at the end of the day just another wolf who's just gonna eat and kill, or is he more than just what people think he is?
And is that what the show is about? Like, is
yeah,
that like okay?
that's pretty much the main driving force. Is like, are you who are you as a person in a sense? Are you what other people perceive you as, or are you more than that type of thing? So it gets into some into some really deep ideas of who you are as a person, right? That's the main focus of what Beastars is. But there is that one scene in season 1 where I didn't know what was coming, and I was like, "What the fuck am I watching? Why is this? Why is this happening?" It threw me really, really, really off. I was just like, it hits you like a truck.
Yeah.
Because the scene's happening. Do you want me to tell you the scene? Because I feel like you're not gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Okay, so our main guy, Wolf Guy. I don't remember his name. So
Lego She.
Yeah, I'm gonna call him Wolf Guy. So Wolf Guy, he sees this little bunny, like a little white bunny girl. She's really short. She's a bunny, and like he, in a sense, like I don't know if I want to say he falls in love with her, but like he's like attracted to her. So he doesn't know if it's because he's attracted to her like sexually, or he wants to eat her or whatever, because he's a wolf, and wolves eat bunnies and shit like that. But anyways, this one episode, the wolf guy ends up on the roof with the bunny girl, and they're like in this like little greenhouse, like this little like closet type thing. And the bunny's like, "Oh, I know what you want," and she starts taking off her clothes, insinuating that they're gonna have sex. And the wolf guy's like, "Bro, like, what the fuck is going on? I didn't mean none of that shit. Like, what are you on? And yeah, she's there in her underwear. Like, bro, are we gonna fuck or what? And it just happens out of nowhere.
Jesus, man, that was so vulgar, Rafa.
Sorry, but that's pretty much what happened. And the guy's like, "Nah, bro," and he runs out. But like, just
is this the first episode?
No, it's like three or
happens
four.
later.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, they just like jump right into it.
Oh no, those are other shows. That's Goblin Slayer
episode 1. Holy
and
crap.
Redo the Healer or whatever the hell that one's called.
Oh
too.
yeah.
No, there's other shows who decide to pull the trigger on episode 1. But Beastars, this show gets a lot of praise because of the storytelling, and it doesn't pull back. It gets pretty it's a mature anime for sure. It deals with what Zootopia dealt with, but on a darker level, with murder and people are bleeding and
cool. So it's like the rated R version of Zootopia.
Literally,
much.
yeah.
And anime rated R version. So.
Yeah. Like
and there's a season 2, and Griffin's a really big fan of Beastars, and he wants us to do a deep dive. Griffin, as soon as I finish season 2, as soon as I catch up with the whole show, I will do a deep dive.
Yeah, I finished season 2 recently, because it's only in Netflix Japan, so I had to sail the 7 seas to watch this. And I will admit, it is not that uncomfortable scene in season 1. Like, it does not happen in season 2 at all. So like, there's nothing when it comes to that particular content in season 2, pretty much. So, or nothing to that level really, and it gets really good. It's essentially like it's a show. Besides that stuff, like the sexual stuff, it's like a show about, it's like a murder mystery, and there's also like diversity between herbivores and carnivores, and like just kind of like Rafa said, expectations for each type, right? So the carnivore, herbivore, and stuff like that. It's a really, really interesting show when it doesn't get weird.
Right, so like, oh, you're a carnivore, so you just eat meat, you're just gonna attack people, and it's like stereotyping and shit like that. Like, oh, just because I'm a wolf doesn't mean I'm gonna attack you. I'm more than just a wolf. I'm an artist. I read books, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
It sounds interesting. I mean, and the fact that you said it was like a murder mystery, Hector, I was like, okay, like I like that aspect of it. Like, maybe I don't want to judge it. I haven't seen it, but like, do you think it's like worth watching the first episode?
I would say give it a try, because it is a really good story.
It really is a good story. Like the murder mystery part of it's really good.
It was considered one of the best anime when it came out of that year. Just if that scene that I described to you, you feel like it'll be a little bit too much for you, just close your eyes. And
Well,
just
you
wait
guys
till
said
it ends.
it's just one scene, right? Or is
Yeah,
it
like
multiple?
it's literally what Rafa described, but for like maybe 2-3 minutes, and then after that, there's nothing. There's not really anything that gets like that graphic again, or that graphic or uncomfortable again. So it's just like it's that one scene, and then that's it, and then it's just straight up story, and then like little tidbits of like romance, which is between the bunny and the guy, but it's not nothing crazy.
Okay, so, I think I can handle it.
Yeah, once I got past that one scene, and once I got past the uncomfortableness, I was like, okay, cool. Like this actually has a really good plot to it. So, but yeah, I mean, it's essentially kind of like one of those shows where that Rafa mentioned, like Redo of a Healer or Goblin Slayer, but they just don't give you a warning sign. It's like, hey, this is coming up, by the way. Good luck. So that's essentially how that one works. But yeah, Griffin, once Rafa catches up, and then if Renee decides to watch it and kind of check it out, then we can definitely give you a little deep dive on Beastars season 1 and potentially season 2. But yeah, I think well, guys, would you look at the time? Rafa, I think you know where we gotta go. We gotta hurry up and tune in.
Oh, it looks like it's time for the news. My mic turned off.
I was like, dude, what just happened?
I know it stopped. It stopped for like a split second. Hey, it's anime news with our correspondents Hector and Renee. Take it away, news.
Yeah, you kind of forgot yourself too, brother.
Oh, me? Oh yeah, me too.
You forgot about
We're all in this.
Yeah, we're all in this together.
But I'm gonna start mine, and then we'll go. From Rafa and then Renee. I think that's a good way to start this one off.
Yeah.
So I want to start off by talking about the Netflix decision to stream the final season of Castlevania. It's going to be on May 13th. Now, the thing is, it's kind of an interesting news because some people consider Castlevania to be an anime, some don't. And I want to start off before we even start talking about the article and before we start talking about Castlevania season 4. Do you consider, both Renee and Rafa and anybody else listening on the pod, do you consider Castlevania to be an anime? Yes, no, or no? Yes, no, and why?
Castlevania. I don't think I think I've seen a little bit of it. Let me take a look here.
I'm all caught up with Castlevania. I'm a big fan. When I started watching it, I didn't see it as an anime. I always just assumed it was like a regular cartoon, like just an animated series, because I watch it in English. It looks different. It's not really treated like most anime shows are, in my opinion. So I was very surprised when I was like reading up on Castlevania, and yeah, a lot of people just consider it as an anime. Like that's just what it is, and I think I understand why. But I still have a hard time believing that it's not believing, but I still have a hard time thinking it passes for an anime.
See,
I'm not sure how you guys feel.
No, I completely agree because when I look at it, I think of like the DC animated shows or things like that. Like that's when I see Castlevania, I think
it's a cartoon.
Exactly. So it's just like when I see it like that, that's how I see it, as just a regular cartoon or just a show on the similar level of like anything other animated show that they do, like I don't know, like Spider-Man animated series and things like that. It's just like that's what I see it as. But I too am with you where I see people comment and say like, oh, this is an anime, or they lump it in with other animes, and I've even seen it sometimes on like how we talked about how we like use like my anime list and things like that. Like sometimes I see it on lists like there where it's just like, oh, I would not have expected to see Castlevania on the spring 2021 list, but I guess some people do consider it. And yeah, Rafa, I think you said you were doing a little research on it, right?
I was just looking because I haven't really done much of I didn't really watch the show that much. Yeah, I saw maybe a trailer here and there, so I'm not really 100% like on the show like that, so I can't really say, oh, it's this and that. So I just wanted to look at it like what it's in under genres, things like that. Just wanted to see how it looked itself. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting because it looks like the it's made here. Like, it's made in the United States, right? So,
Right.
and anime tends to be categorized as something that's been made, and it's animation from Japan. It
Right.
kind of falls under the same argument as is um is Avatar: The Last Airbender anime. You know,
That's
I
a
wouldn't.
no.
I would say like I know before I would say yes, but that's I just did it for the memes and just to goof around. But honestly, I would say no. I would say it's a cartoon that's heavily
Right.
inspired
Same.
by anime.
Yeah.
Just like the Boondocks, just like that Zeus one that's on Netflix, the Blood of Zeus or
Oh, yep,
something
yep,
like
yep.
that.
I think it's the same
Um,
studio, right, as
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think it is, yeah.
Castlevania.
So it's just a cartoon made here in the states that is heavily inspired by anime. But the thing is, this is just a guess of mine. I'm just being a conspiracy theorist right now. But it could be that maybe they're calling it as an anime or categorizing as an anime because when you say anime, um, compared to something you say like a cartoon, an anime is more broader when it comes to what was portrayed in that animation, right?
Mhm.
When you say, "Oh, I'm watching a cartoon," you think SpongeBob, you think um, Adventure Time, it's
Right.
like more like kids shows, right? That's that stigma with animation here in the United States, here on the western side of the world. When you hear cartoon, you think more kid stuff, more and more for like younger kids,
Mhm.
right? Um, Now that because anime is so popular, when you hear anime, you don't think just cartoons for kids. You think Cowboy Bebop. You think about the Gantz. You think about these more you think about old shows that are for more mature, right? Shows that can be more mature, that do more things than just play down to kids, right? Like Death Note, right? So if I was Netflix and I'm trying to get this show launched, that's a cartoon, right? I would call it an anime,
Yeah.
just because that's going to bring people are going to be more accepting of it being called an anime because of of what's being portrayed instead of just being called a cartoon. That's just what I think.
Yeah, and I think maybe they're considering anime as well because Castlevania is based off of the show is based off the video games that are by Konami, and they're a Japanese company. So I'm wondering if that's what makes it okay for it to be considered anime because it's based off this video game from this Japanese company. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That could be a stretch.
No, I actually think that's pretty spot on.
I
I
don't know.
think the same thing too.
I just feel like they're just calling it an anime just so it could be promoted better than calling it a
Which is
cartoon.
Yeah.
smart. I mean,
Yeah, it's
um,
smart marketing.
but yeah, I think I would love to hear people's opinion as well. So if you have an opinion on Castlevania being an anime or not, and I mean, if you are a Castlevania fan, let me know why. Because I'm gonna be honest, I have not watched Castlevania at all.
Oh,
Um,
neither of you guys.
no.
No.
It's good.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just about to say if you could sell me on it, like what would
I'm
you say is
oh,
like the best thing about the show, or some of the best things? I feel like just saying one thing is kind of hard.
so I know I mean, I'm picky with my art styles, and like Castlevania to me just stood out the most just because it I know it's an anime, but it doesn't look like an anime, it looks different. I'm I think it looks great, like the visuals are amazing. It's very graphic, and I am all for that. Like it's a great story. Like I said, it's based off of I like Castlevania too. I didn't play all the games, but I know it's based off of Dracula's curse and I believe Symphony of the Night. So I kind of already know the characters a little bit, like the background. Um but as I said, the story's really good. The characters that are introduced are amazing. Visuals, and there's tons of blood, and there's vampires, and I love all of it. I love vampires. Anything with vampires, I am in it. Um, Very graphic. It's amazing.
Okay. My the problem that I have with like Castlevania or like Blood of Zeus is the main reason why I have a problem with the DC animated films. I just don't like their animation. It's very choppy, you know. Like it looks like they pull out a few frames.
But Rafa, in the last episode, you said that you didn't really judge a show by the way it looked.
Oh shit! She
For
brought
the
up the
most part.
receipts. She
For
brought
the
up the
most part,
receipts.
yes. But this is my one exception. This is my one exception. And I know it's very biased of me, and I know I'm contradicting myself, but that's just I'm a human being. I don't know what to tell you. This is just how it is. I can show you an anime that was made out of rotoscope, 100% on rotoscope, and it looks like a piece of dog shit, and I saw all the episodes.
But you won't watch at least one episode of Castlevania? Like, damn.
Well, it's not that I don't want to or I'm like against it. I just never got around to it. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I guess it's there. I just
I mean, I understand. Like, all I say is maybe just watch the first episode. Like, just because, as I said, like the story, the plot, the characters, I think they did like a really good job.
Mhm.
I think it's a worthy show for someone who
Okay.
doesn't watch a lot of things. Like, Castlevania is like still probably maybe one of my
Okay.
tops.
I'll
Just,
consider
just,
it.
Ooh, that's
just
high
one
praise.
episode, just one.
I'll consider it.
I'm gonna check it out for sure. I actually really like the animation for like DC animated shows and things like that. Like also the show on Netflix. I mean, not on Netflix, on Amazon Video, which is like Invincible, the new like superhero
That
show.
looks really cool. I haven't seen that yet.
It's really
That looks
good,
really
and
cool.
it's really mature superhero stuff. I
Yeah.
like it a lot, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about Castlevania, and I want to check it out for sure. Like I said, I do like that art style, so that's not an issue for me. And I am pretty picky when it comes to art styles. So, yeah. And I think from there we can hear Rafa talk about something he thoroughly enjoys, which I don't understand. Which,
Mm.
but
You guys are insane, stupid, and dumb.
Wow.
And you guys deserve to be arrested for being insane people because drumroll please, recently announced there is going to be a new season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 6 Stone Ocean. Okay, I'm so freaking excited for this. JoJo is one of the best anime ever made. Both of you are dumb, stupid, and crazy for not liking this show. This
You're
show is
so
Jesus.
rude. I don't like this. I don't like your tone. I don't like what you're saying, Rafa.
You guys are insane for not liking JoJo. JoJo is legendary. Okay, this show. Okay, let me tell you this. Oh my god! Now you gotta make me do research. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure started as a manga. Started in the 80s. Okay, the manga itself started in the 80s. Okay, it's still running to this day. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the manga itself. And the reason why Part 6, this new season of JoJo is such a big deal, especially for us JoJo fans, is that the guy who makes JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, the manga itself, each fuck, now I gotta explain JoJo to you guys. So JoJo,
You don't have to.
no, yes I do. Yes, I do. So JoJo itself starts the storyline. Listen to this. The storyline of JoJo starts back in the 1800s in England. Okay, all the way in England in the 1800s, and it goes all the way up to. So that's part 1, right? It goes all the way up to part 6 into the 90s, and it's a family line that's connecting every single part. So it's part 1 is the main is Jonathan Joestar. I think I remember his name. And then it goes to his grandson, and it keeps going down. Each part is another member of the Joestar family down the timeline. Okay, which is fucking cool because it goes, like I said, it goes from the 1800s to like the 1920s to the 80s to the 90s. Part 9 it's in the 90s, the 1990s, 92, 93, whatever, right? But the big reason why part 6 holds a lot of weight to it is because Hideo Iraki, the guy who wrote the manga, ends that universe on part 6. So there's a part 7 and there's a part 8 of JoJo, but those parts are considered a different universe or different timeline, alternative universe, pretty much. So for the main line, the main story of JoJo ends with part 6, and that's a big deal because all these characters, all this anime that we've been having for years and years and years, it's finally going to come to an end. We're finally going to get that big ending to JoJo, at least this part, or this side of JoJo's universe, and it's awesome. JoJo's amazing. The animation is beautiful. For how Renee, okay, so guys, listen. So I'm here. I'm telling these guys, hey guys, I'm gonna talk about JoJo and this and that. Renee's like, I don't get it. Why are they so muscular?
Yeah, why are they so swollen? They all
But
look
like,
the
actually,
same.
yeah, every single person in the show that has to do with the show.
Because they're related to each other. They're family.
No, they're not. They're not all related to each other. Okay, first of all, what men can't be muscular? Men can't have some muscles. What's wrong with you?
I never said that. My only question was, why are they all swole? That was it.
Okay, so the reason they're so swole is because the animation itself was copying the style of the guy who did the manga. So the part one, part 2, part 3 they're all swole ass dudes, especially part 3 of JoJo, and the main reason why is because a lot of the characters that he based off in part 3 are he kind of like based it off like bodybuilders, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, stuff like that, right? So he wanted them to be all huge and fucking like muscular. But if you see part 4 and part 5, they're not big. They're all skinny ass dudes now. And if you see the way the guy who makes the manga, I'm trying not to say his name because I know I'm gonna butcher it. He changes his art style a lot as he goes on over the years, and he makes beautiful fucking art, Renee. Like, I'm telling you, you gotta look this shit up.
I believe it.
Beautiful stuff. Like he takes. You know what he does? This is not even new. This is not even news story. I'm just ranting now. The new story. That's literally the news story. Hey, there's a part 6. Now I'm ranting. Hiroko Araki. I'm trying not to say it, but I'm gonna keep saying it. He looks like model magazines, like where they're doing poses and stuff like that. He takes that and he draws the characters like that. That's why they're doing all those weird poses, because he took that from like models and stuff like that. Like, that's fucking cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then another fun bit, there's the characters have powers and things like that. They're called stands. And a lot of the stands, and majority of the stands are named after bands and songs. So there is, I'm trying to think of an example of a stand. Like, okay, like the big main bad guy that's known, his name is Dio, which is named after a rock star. It's another good example. Have you heard of the song "Bad Company"?
No.
By who?
Okay. I don't even know. It's a really well-known song. But "Bad Company" is the name of someone's power, which is it's the name of the song.
That's cool.
Yeah, and the thing is that the funny thing is that a lot of these stands, a lot of these powers that they use in the show, in the Japanese version, they straight up say it. They don't even care. Like, oh, dude, bad company, like in the, with their amazing Japanese way they say things.
Yes.
But over here in the United States, they can't say it because it's copyrighted. So they have to change the names when they do it like the English version, and it's funny because instead of like Bad Company, like the name of the song, it's like Evil Company, and it's really like, it's a real treat.
Cringe.
Yeah, it's a real treat to see like how they're gonna butcher these names, like one of the powers of part 4, his name is Crazy Diamond, and I can't I'm trying to remember what the the English version of Crazy Diamond is. because it's based off the song "Shine On You Crazy Diamond."
I don't even know what that. I was going to say though, but the Bad Company song you were talking about, it is by a band called Bad Company, and it was released in 1974.
Oh, there you go.
Is it like what genre is it? Like
It's
it
rock.
is hard rock. It's a hard
a
rock
lot
band. Yeah.
a lot of those a lot of the references to like names and stuff like that tend to be rock. There is some, you know, rap, hip hop, things like that. There's one power is called Biggie, like Biggie Smalls. Snoop Dogg is referenced at a certain point. The Spice Girls are referenced at a certain point. Like he references a lot of music, you know. By the way, so in the original version of JoJo, the power that I'm talking about, it's Crazy Diamond. It was changed to Shining Diamond. So
Shining Diamond. Nice.
Yeah. And he also, for part 5, I'm just ranting about JoJo now. Part 5, instead of naming the powers after music, he named it after designer clothing, designer brands.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch JoJo. Okay.
Okay. Hear me out. I will watch the first episode of JoJo if you watch the first episode of Castlevania.
Okay.
I think that's only fair.
I want to agree with you, and I want to say yes,
but you're not.
But this is a big but to this. Season 1 and season 2 of JoJo are kind of hard to get through
because they're trash.
Excuse me. Hold up. Let's not.
That was
get
a
rude.
question. That was a question.
No, they're not
I'm
trash.
not rude like you.
Okay. Sorry. No, they're not trash. It's just that it's different. It's a different pace from when part 3 rolls around. Part 3 is when it really takes off and it really does the whole JoJo thing, right? Like it really like part 2 starts doing it too, or season 2. But if you want to get the whole, you know, context, the whole like where the story starts off and who Dio is, because he shows up later on in the story, okay, start with part 1. I would, man, you know what? Fine, we'll do it. I'll risk it. I'll do it.
What do you have to risk?
I was about to say it's not a gamble.
I'm risking it all, Renee. I'm risking you missing out on one of the best anime ever made. That's what I'm risking. I'm gonna risk it. Okay, so for next week.
All right.
So for next week.
So wait, are we confirming you want me to watch not the first episode?
No, that's what I'm risking. Watch season 1 episode.
Go ahead. Okay.
Go ahead. Start from the beginning. I'm gonna risk it, and I'll watch the first episode of Castlevania. You and me. We're doing this bet for next week.
Okay.
So make sure to tune in next week to find out the conclusion.
Yeah, I know, right? Man. All right. But that's it. Part 6 of JoJo, baby. Woo! That's my news segment.
More like news rant.
I know.
But I would say actually we have one more article as well. So Renee, take it away.
Yes. So with some more exciting news, in preparation of the Demon Slayer movie coming out this week, which we're all very excited for, Funimation has released 3 specials that are recompilations of the first season with bonus footage, and they are titled, and please, like, if I butcher the names, I apologize. But they are titled Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Siblings Bond, Mount Nagagumo arc, and the Hashira meeting arc. So those are streaming now. You can totally watch them. I haven't gotten the chance to watch them yet, but I'm super excited because, like I said, it's been bonus footage for episodes, I believe, 22 through 26. So, looking forward to that. Yeah.
I actually didn't know that part. The bonus footage for those episodes specifically. That's actually really, really cool. Yeah, I feel like anything really to hype me up for the movie. I mean, they really don't need to. I'm already super hyped to watch this. Yeah, but like I'm already super excited for the movie as is. But I mean, to see special episodes like that are going to be airing, like that's cool. Like it's definitely just more fuel to the fire for me to be like,
Mhm.
okay, get me in that movie theater seat now.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I'm off. I think it's the same episodes, but yeah, I think they're just including like I guess they're like snippets of other additional footage, I believe. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that before the movie.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I think I mean, of course, for anybody that has watched it, please definitely leave a comment and let us know what you thought about those episodes. But, I mean, I don't know, man. You just can't say enough about Demon Slayer. Like, I know for a fact that they also just made more money in Japan, from that literally the Mugen Train movie. Like, I saw something like on Anime News Network that said that they had made even more money. So like, that show is just too big for its own good now, but it's totally worth it. Yeah, Ralph, any thoughts on that?
I'm just excited as much as you guys are, man. I can't wait to watch it. I can't wait to watch it, and then we come here and talk about it. Legit. That's it. I want to get you guys' opinion on it once we all see it.
Mhm.
Oh man, and when is it coming out again? The 21st.
24th.
Oh,
The
okay.
23rd, the movie?
Yeah, I like totally spaced out on what day. I was like, I know it's a 20 something, but I
Yeah,
completely spaced out on what. Okay, it's 23rd. So I was
sweet.
off, Ralph was off, and then of course Renee knew
It's
exactly.
okay. This Friday, guys.
Oh man, actually, I forget what theater I'm going to. I'm not going to the one with you guys though, but I'm going to a different one. More closer to me for sure.
Which one are you going to?
I have to check I have to check my
Oh, no,
Fandango.
sorry.
Yeah, I don't even
Oh,
know what it
okay.
is. I already know that I just bought the tickets and I was like, all right, cool. This one's closer to me than than driving all the way up north with you guys. Um, but I mean, yeah. So that's essentially our news segment of the day. If you guys have anything to say or comment about any of the topics we brought up, or want to suggest any other articles for us, please feel free to drop it in the comments down below, or tag us on Twitter. Or if you have us personally on Facebook, I mean, you can tag us there too. Shout out Jay, he's done that before, so you know. So yeah, I think we move on to a kind of more lighthearted topic, which it is definitely a great way to spread some anime love. We are going to be moving on to a little discussion, a little what is it? What are the what do they used to say in school? I would say high school, but in school it's like the when you share something to the class. What was that called?
Show and tell?
There you go. Thank you, dude.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's literally
Yeah,
it.
show
Yeah,
and tell.
we're gonna have a little show and tell of the, just us talking about anime music and just how crazy stuff is. Because there was also an article that just came out saying that the Jujutsu Kaisen soundtrack is gonna go to vinyl and it's gonna be released for people to purchase, kind of like video game soundtracks where you can get those in like bundles and things like that. But very interesting to see an anime just getting a full soundtrack to vinyl. I'm pretty sure other ones have done it before, but I think Jujutsu
Mhm.
Kaisen being like a huge anime that is widely loved and like shocked a lot of people at how good it is. Like the fact that that's going to soundtrack and just vinyl in general, like it's really really cool. So I kind of just wanted to bring it up to you guys and see like do you guys listen to anime openings and endings and anything like that? And do you have like a rotation of anime music that you guys kind of listen to? And if so, do you have any that you want to share with everybody to kind of start, a playlist for them or things like that? And of course, if you do have a playlist that you want to share with us, because I know for a fact that I do, you can definitely hop into the Discord and drop it there. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave the floor to you guys. You guys enjoy listening to anime music? Do you guys have anything you listen to? Things like that?
Yes, I do actually. For me, the anime opening and endings are a big part of my anime watching experience. The show for me, the series or the show, whatever I'm watching, it's that much better if the opening and ending are catchy and I enjoy watching it. I'm someone who, if I like the opening, if I like the ending, I don't skip them. I watch them every single time. Because it's just the way I am. I know we were talking a little bit beforehand off the podcast, but we're talking about some of the Naruto openings that we liked a lot. And going through the list, yeah, Renee had a point. The original Naruto songs were a lot better than the Shippuden songs. I for sure agree with that.
Mhm.
Just looking them over once again. Even though Silhouette's still like a mega banger. Uh,
I don't
no,
know.
Naruto should have been opening 16 for those who want to look that one up. That's a banger right there. That's a legendary Naruto opening. But there's so many. Like, let me get off Naruto. There's so many. Man, I can't even count. Like, I have a playlist on Spotify. It has like over 100 songs of just like anime songs of just whatever I could find on here. Man, I don't even know which ones to talk about. Like I said, Naruto's on here. Some of the Death Note,
Yes.
especially I like the second opening of Death Note a lot. The
Oh,
the metal one, the really metal one.
What's Up People by
Yes,
Maximum the Hormone? Yes, it's
yes.
on my list.
Oh,
It's
great!
amazing.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Because of that opening, I started looking
Hmm.
into their music, and I listened to their
Yes.
music.
I actually just started playing, before we started this, I actually started playing that song and I was just like, man, I need to watch Death Note again. Like it just
Right?
brought
It
back
puts
everything.
you
I'm like, I have to watch the show
it,
again.
it puts you in that mood to watch Death Note again. And specifically, I love that ending even more. The one that's
Hmm.
associated with that opening, the second opening of Death Note. Let me see. I'm trying to think what other ones, man. Like, there's so many. The opening to Angel Beats, that always gets me. That piano when it kicks in, whew, it takes me back to when I watched it, to the teardrops that I cried. Um, Panning Stocking has some really good music too. I don't know if you,
What is that? An anime? What is that?
it's an anime. It's like they decided to make a raunchy Adult Swim style. Well, I don't say really Adult Swim, but like it's really raunchy anime where it's more cartoony than anything. But
Okay.
like they're cursing, and then one of them's a slut, and legit she's like, I'm not saying as a like a derogatory term. I think
Hmm.
that's the way to say it. Like, she's straight up like, yeah, I want some dick. I want to fuck. Like, that's her thing. Like, that's her. Whatever. It's a very raunchy ass show. Like, it belongs in Adult Swim. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Um. But the one thing that I always listen to, and I will die in this fucking hill right here, dude. I listen to all the music from K-On! All the songs, the opening, the endings, the songs you sing in the show itself. Dude, I have so much K-On! On this playlist, and I fucking love it, dude. This is my jam. I love K-On! Jojo also has really good music, especially the references to other music. One Punch Man has an awesome opening.
Ooh,
That
they have a
season
good
one opening.
intro. Hmm.
One Punch! Oh my god, don't even
Oh
get me
my
started. Oh my
god.
goodness. Don't even get me started,
That's
guys. Don't
all I
even.
know. That's the only part I
That's
think.
Actually, for
that's
real.
the only part. That's the only part that anybody knows. The rest, they're all, they're singing in Japanese, like, one punch,
Yeah.
Um, Mob Psycho has a really good opening. Both season one and season two has a really awesome opening. Um, High School of the Dead. That's a really awesome opening to that anime. Um, Man, I'm just going through my list. Um, Easy Breezy is a really good. It's a really good song.
I've
It
heard
is
of the name before,
from.
but I have no idea where that's from.
It is from the anime. Don't mess with. Shoot, I can't remember the name of the. I can't remember the full name. I'm looking it up right now. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, don't mess. That's not it. Give me a second. Shoot, I don't know. It was considered one of the best anime when it came out. Blah, blah, blah.
How does it go? Can you hum it? Not
The
that I'm gonna know what it is, but
easy breezy. It goes like that.
oh,
That's the only part.
Wow.
That's the only part
Very
I know.
good.
That's the only part I know. So it's like easy breezy. Yeah, it's freaking called. I can't find it. Woo, yeah, baby. Whatever, bro. It's a good anime. It's considered one of the best. We talked about it. You and Hector. We talked about it before in season one of the Bento Boxcast.
Okay.
It's considered one of the best anime of that season. I'm looking for it, and I only can find articles in Japanese, so I'm kind of shut out of luck here. But we'll move on from that. If you guys are interested, I mean, I can share my playlist on the Discord. You guys can look through all the songs that I have. Like I said, I have over 100 songs on here. I'm gonna take a little bit of your thunder, Hector.
Ooh. What does that mean?
What's the name of that damn anime that you love? The volleyball anime.
Haikyuu.
Haikyuu has a lot of good songs. Fly High. Fly high. That's my god.
That's not how that one goes, but all right.
It's alright. No, yeah, there's a lot of good stuff on there. Man, what's the name of this one anime? Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. That opening is really, really good. I can't wait for season 2 for that too, by the way. And that's it. I'm just rambling here, so I'm gonna give it to one of you
guys. How often do you guys listen to like your playlists? How often do you listen to like anime music?
Oof.
Like not that often or every day?
For me, for me in general, not just with anime music, but just in music in general, I tend to go into waves of genres.
Mm-hmm.
You know, certain days I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to straight up Mexican music with the boop 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 boop. You know, certain days I'm listening to straight up rap and like trap rap and stuff like that. Certain days I'm just vibing out to some like really chill pop stuff like that. So it just really depends on how I'm feeling that day.
Mm-hmm.
And I've had days where all day I'm only listening to anime music. I just have the playlist just going all day. So it just really depends on how I'm feeling that day.
I feel that.
I mean, I would say I probably don't really listen to it much. It's whenever I'm kind of in an anime vibe. It's very weird. I don't really listen to it like very often. The stuff that I do listen to is kind of like rap, like Spanish pop music and things like that. And whenever I do feel like listening to it, it's when I just kind of want to vibe out. Or whenever I watch an anime and I really love that intro, then it kind of just kickstarts my, let's just listen to this intro and this intro, or hey, this one's also really good. And like a lot of the shows that I love have like kind of like Rafa said, have really great intro, just tracks from season to season or from whatever part of the season it is. Like for example, Haikyuu, Promised Neverland has a really good first season intro.
Oh, yeah. That first season intro and ending is really good.
They're bangers, 100%. And then like just other stuff where it's like some of my favorite ones are two of my favorite ones come from the show Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai. Those just shows like that, they have really, really good soundtracks and just intros and outros. But like the thing is, it's really different because for me, like when I listen to intros and outros, they're very or at least the ones I like, they're not very like upbeat. They're very kind of like slow, melodic and things like that. And then there's like Haikyuu, which is like that's the fast paced like poppy type stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I when it comes to the anime intros and outros, they're very mixed when I decide to actually listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like some are gonna get you mad hype, and then you go to the next song and you get all really sad because you remember the anime.
The ones that I tend to listen to are the ones that are pretty hype. Just listening to you talking, Hector, my brain is just now starting to kick in. Fire Force, remember season 1 Fire Force?
Fire Force season 1. If you have not watched that, Renee, that's the show you gotta watch.
That opening's so good, the ending's so good. How could I forget Attack on Titan?
Which opening?
Yeah, there's several.
The first one?
Yeah, that one's good.
The first one is the best.
I like all of them. I like all of them, but the first one's good.
They're all pretty good. But the first one is the classic. That's the one that everybody goes to. That's the one that everybody knows. I don't care. Fight me.
No one's fighting you.
I'm just saying. I'm getting ready. I'm just getting ready. Bleach has some really good ones too. And of course, except My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia has some really good stuff.
Hit or miss. Not every. Yeah.
There's one specifically I'm like, I'm not a big fan of, but for this season right now, I'm really digging it. I'm really liking this season's opening.
I don't know if
I can't remember it off the
Well, I like it.
I think I like it more than season what was it? Season 4's intro.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was a little too poppy, like too happy poppy. I don't know.
The last one, right? When they were like doing the whole school festival thing. Yeah, I didn't like that much.
I wasn't into it.
Yeah. It was a little bit, it was a little bit too cheery, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't really vibing with that one.
But what about you, Renee? Do you have any anime songs that you would want to recommend or that you have in rotation constantly?
Yes, I actually have a few. I don't have a playlist yet on Spotify, but it's a good idea. I'm going to do that. With me, every time I come across like a anime intro and I'm like really into it, like that's all I listen to like for that week. So I like play the crap out of these songs. Like I don't just play it a couple times, like it's literally on repeat like the whole time. Um and I never get tired of it. So the songs that are literally on repeat all the time is you guys didn't even say anything about it, but Lost in Paradise from Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh
Oh, yeah, I completely
Like
forgot about
yeah!
that
that
one.
song is a mood.
Oh my
Like
god! How did I forget about Jujutsu Kaisen?
it's been on my Spotify most repeat like my repeat playlist on Spotify for like probably the past couple months.
Lost
Like
in
every time
paradise.
I'm in the car driving, like that song comes on, you are just like vibing, like you're in a good mood. It's great. Like I love it. I play that song all the time. And then I think this was the second half of Jujutsu, the intro song. I think it's called Vivid Vice. Um,
Honestly, all Jujutsu Kaisen's
yeah,
openings
yeah, I'm definitely gonna pick up that vinyl. Like I'm already, yeah.
and I I heard some people are not a big fan of the second ending. I love the second ending. I love just the vibes that it gives off.
It's it's a little slower for my liking, but like it's not bad. I wouldn't jam to it like in my car if I'm driving or like working, but like it is a good song.
It's a song when you're kind of feeling a little bit down, like melancholy
Mhm.
esque. I don't know if that's a word, but you're just kind of like, oh, I'm just gonna. It's raining, and let me just have a cup of coffee or some shit
You
by
gotta
the
set the
window.
mood.
It's like one of those.
And then I actually own uh Cowboy Bebop, the soundtrack of Cowboy Bebop on
Ooh.
vinyl.
How did I forget Cowboy Bebop?
Um
Oh my
Tank
goodness.
Tank is like
Yes,
probably the
yes,
all-time
that is
best
the
intro.
best, the
Yes.
best intro ever made.
All instrumentals, but that's all you need. Like they just do a beautiful job. That whole soundtrack is amazing. I highly recommend it. But Tank is on Spotify
Yes,
by
it is.
Seatbelts. I
Yes,
believe
it
it's
is.
Seatbelts. So that's on repeat. And then yeah, Rafa, you said it, but like Death Note, like Maximum the
Hmm.
Hormone, they're great. They're like
Oh,
a
they're so
death
great.
metal band.
Yes.
Um, they go in, and
Yes,
it's
they
great.
do. They are
Hmm.
so entertaining. And the really cool thing is what they do is that they mix genres into their music too. So certain songs tend to kind of get more poppy or more folky, and then they kick right back into metal in the same song. Like they do some really cool stuff. Um, I was gonna say something I forgot.
But yeah,
Continue.
that's my like that's my top tier list. Like those songs are it's yeah, Lost in Jujutsu, Cowboy, Death Note. Yeah, those are usually on repeat. But I am
Uh,
going to create a playlist. I am going to do that.
I Renee, you kind of kicked the old cobwebs in my head, and now I'm remembering older anime. For
Ooh.
example, Fooly Cooly, that whole soundtrack, which is done by the Pillows. It's a punk rock Japanese band. All that music is good.
Ooh.
The whole soundtrack, to the original run of Fooly Cooly, those 6 episodes. All of that is delicious. It's so fucking good. That is vibes. That's hands down vibes. When I listen to their music, I get thrown into like I don't even know, dude. I just feel like I don't say nostalgia, but I just get this feeling listening to it. Like man, it's hella vibes. I don't know if that's a good way to explain it, but
No, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
listen to that shit, dude. And also, if you're into really lo-fi hip hop, Samurai Champloo,
Oh,
Oh,
true.
of course. Yes.
True.
that opening right there.
So actually, I just wanted to, for the last tidbit of this, I wanted to kind of throw a little fun fact. So Vivid Vice was, I think, if this is right, created by Studio Uraki, who also made the intro for Fire Force, which is called Inferno.
Oh,
Okay,
So Studio Uraki
that's
knows
cool.
what they're doing, man, because these are
yeah.
mega bops. And I said this before, but do the kids still say bops?
I They probably don't, but it's okay.
It's,
I don't know what they're saying
Jesus,
now.
I'm
but...
becoming a boomer. Anyways, but yeah, there's just fun little tidbits. Studio Uraki makes some fire music. But I mean, yeah, there's just so many good intros.
Mm-hmm.
But also, I will say I'm an avid skipper of intros. I just want to get to the anime sometimes. Like I listen to it at the beginning. I listen to it at the first, like let's say the first episode comes out. I'll listen to the intro, and then after that, every single time for any new episode, I just skip straight to the rest of the show. I just memorize like, okay, the intro takes 1:30. Cool, skip 1:30 ahead, and that's it.
Yeah. If I like the intro, I'll play it every time. But like for instance, I usually skip over the outros. With Jujutsu, the outro Lost in Paradise, I watched it every single time. Like I never skipped it. I never played the next episode. I waited every time just to like watch the little like video they had with it and just to hear the song. Like I couldn't skip it.
Hector, you're insane. Renee, you're a little bit insane. Please do not skip the opening endings. They're so good.
I mean,
okay.
I don't know.
They're so good. Also, guys, there's one more anime. There's a bunch of anime just running through my head right now, but I don't want to just keep going and going. But there's one specific one that's really, really good. The opening and ending is really good, and I recommend you guys just to check it out. If you are interested in the anime itself, please watch it. Please also watch it. I never finished it. I kind of fell off the anime itself, but the concept of the anime is really cool. It's called Kokoku. So Kokkoku. It's about this family who gets stuck in time specifically at like 6:59 p.m. or something like that. And they're stuck, like the world freezes, so they're stuck, like time stops, right? And they're like, why did time stop? And there's other people in this frozen time world that they're in that also could move around with them, and they're trying to, in a sense, kill them. So they got to figure out why is that happening. It's a really cool concept for an anime. I fell off on a lot of anime that's really cool. But the opening and ending for this show are certified sleeper boppers. Okay.
So we're just saying boppers now.
Yeah, I guess that's a thing.
Okay, so yeah, we're bringing back bops. We're bringing it back. If it's
God,
fun, we're bringing it
I don't
back.
want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of regret saying it. I'm not gonna lie, but hey.
I'm gonna send you guys the name of it on the Discord. So you guys
I see it.
Because I want you guys to look it up. I want you to check it out because
Okay.
it's really good. The opening and ending is really good.
Okay.
Like really, really good. They're both of them. They both sound different. Like the opening is really pop. I don't say pop, but it's really energetic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's a lot good, especially with the visuals of the opening itself. It's really, really fucking good. That's the whole reason why I checked out the show itself, just off the opening. And then the ending does a really nice, kind of somber twist. You know, it really kind of calms you down after the craziness of the show.
Okay. Well,
I'm writing it down.
Speaking of craziness and just good vibes all around, I want to kind of transition into our next topic, which I'm super excited to talk about. And I know a lot of people are avid fans of this show. We are finally at the point where we get to talk about our weekly recap, weekly review, weekly discussion of an anime that all three of us are watching. All three of us are eagerly excited to watch every week. To Griffin and myself, it is known as My Hero Academia Saturdays because it is the show to watch this season, in my opinion. As of now, I'm gonna just state this. As of now, this is the show to watch this season. My Hero Academia Season 5. Now, we didn't get to it last week, so we're going to do a big recap this week. We're going to be discussing the first 4 episodes that came out of the Season 5 during the Spring 2021 season. It is episodes 89 through episodes 92. I'll just give the names of the episodes. We don't have to specifically say in Season 4 or in Episode 4 or whatever, but, just Episode 89, All Hands on Deck, Class 1A. Episode 90, Vestiges. Episode 91, Clash A versus Class B. And then Episode 92, Make It Happen, Shinso. So, the floor is open. We can discuss whatever episode you want. You can, bounce around from whatever episode and just kind of bring up what you guys thought about it. But do any of you guys want to start or however you guys want to, take this away?
I know typically, well, not typically, they do it, especially with My Hero. The first episode tends to be a recap episode. I do like how they handled it, the recap episode, because it was a recap episode. It was nice to get that recap. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't forget a lot, but it's kind of it's good to kind of be like, hey, this is where we are. Okay, let's continue, type of thing. And then also, you got to see a little bit more. It's like they hit the recap or they structured the recap in a really nice way. I really enjoyed episode 1, even though it was just a recap. Not much to say about there. It's just really good to get familiarized with the My Hero characters once again. And then season 2, then episode 2. It literally continued off of the previous season with Endeavor, right? Endeavor. He's in the hospital, all beat up after obliterating that forgot the name of the bad guy thing. Whatever.
Starts with an N. Yeah.
Nobu's.
That was crazy.
And we got to see that what's his name of this boy? The guy with the feathers.
Hawks.
Hawks. Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, yeah, Hawkeye.
Wrong one. Sorry.
Let's call him Hawkeye for now on. I like that.
I'm down.
So Hawkeye, we find out that he's working undercover, trying to get into the with the bad guys. I first thought like, oh man, this guy's betraying the heroes. What an asshole.
I already knew he was okay. So I mean, later on you learn he wasn't completely sketch, but in the beginning when Hawks and Endeavor go to they meet up and they go to this restaurant and then the Nomu came out of nowhere. I was like, I'm like, Hawks is suspicious. Like the timing of that happening, I already
didn't catch that.
No,
wow,
he was just this persona in the beginning when they're all when they have all the top heroes and they're giving out their speeches. Like he kind of came off as an asshole. And then when he decided to just hit to meet with Endeavor and hey, let's go here. And the Nomu came. Just the timing of everything, I kind of felt like something was happening. I'm like, this was somewhat planned. That was me. That's the feeling I got from it.
No, that's pretty good because I thought it was just because they said he's just he's the youngest pro hero, right? Isn't that what they said?
Yeah, he's the youngest to become the top 3 slot.
He's really young. So I just thought it was is just a young, cocky guy who's really good at being a hero. That's the way I thought of it. No, but that's really cool that you that's some good insight and being able to kind of almost predict that he's doing something more than that we're being told. But yeah, so he's trying to get into with the bad guys, trying to infiltrate them.
Right, and it's like a cover, right? He's not,
yeah.
Right, okay.
He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad guy. They send him specifically, hey, get in there, get good with them, and figure out what they're doing. So it's a bit of a swerve they give us because we think, oh man, he is working with the bad guys, and like, oh wait, no, he's not. He's actually just he's just going undercover. So that was really cool to see, and it was also really cool to see that he has limitations on his powers. He at a certain point he runs out of feathers.
Yeah.
So he needs them to regenerate again. That was really cool to see that. And then he goes into Deku, our main guy, having those visions or whatever, with the past.
Yeah, his dreams.
The dreams with the other all for one carriers or whatever, right? That's
one for all. Yeah, all the one for all vestiges,
Yeah. And you get the background story of the original All for One and One for All. They're brothers and stuff like that. So that was really cool to see. It I know a little bit of what I kind of spoiled it a little bit for myself.
Oh, don't spoil it here.
I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not gonna spoil it. Of what happened. I don't see what happens to Deku, but something that connects to all the other past people. So I kind of see them starting to kind of allude to that. I'm not gonna say specifically. I'm gonna keep it super vague, but I'm pretty sure Hector knows what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm fully caught up with the manga.
I know you're caught up.
I'm dummy. No, trust me. We're not gonna spoil this season is gonna be such a oh dude, it's gonna slap so hard. I'm so excited for the rest of this season. I absolutely love this arc in the manga when I was reading it, so I'm super excited for you guys, and I'm equally as excited to watch it because Wow. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Like I said, I don't want to spoil it for anybody because it is a good season to be a My Hero Academia fan. But watching that episode, episode 90 Vestiges, like that was so far within the 4 episodes, that was my absolute favorite because I got chills.
I think that's when it started like picking up. Well, no, I can't even say that because like I think the whole fight with like Endeavor and the Nomu, like that was pretty intense as well. But no, that I think that was a good episode.
Yeah, because like they just show everybody. They just start showing like they're planting the seeds for like an explanation of One for All and everything, and it's just like, oh man, just seeing the original user and then seeing just the shadows of everybody else, and especially seeing, I think this was, oh no, yeah, it was that episode. That episode is the scene where Deku speaks to All Might's, or not speaks to, sees All Might's mentor, the predecessor mentor, and I love the lady. I absolutely love the scene. I got chills and I like smiled super hard when I saw that Deku told All Might, your mentor was very pretty. I was like, oh my god, my heart. That was just so cute, man. I was like, wow. And then All Might just smiles and he's like, right, and then it cuts to a new scene. I was like, oh my god, that was amazing. I love that. Like just little stuff like that is like super cool. And I love how within the visions, like they show All Might, but he's kind of like a spirit because he's not technically like, passed away yet. So it's like he's there, but like, not there.
He's not really there.
And there were a couple of other people he couldn't really see. They were a little fuzzy as well, and I'm curious to know who they are.
Right.
There are some crazy theories as to who they are. And it's cool.
Can I say, like, are we allowed to say our like observations or
of course,
Well, it's not a theory. Okay, so All for One is talking to his brother, right? He has like the gray silver hair.
Mm-hmm.
His voice sounds very familiar. He looks very familiar to me. He reminds me of I don't know his name. He's the head of the League of Villains. I don't like has that been
Shigaraki?
I don't know. Is that
the guy with the hands?
Yes. There's no connection, is there? I don't know. His maybe
so.
not. Okay. He just reminded me so much of him. Okay.
No, Shigaraki has connections with somebody else.
Oh.
You're right to think that he has connections with somebody, but he has connections with somebody else.
It was just like the voice and like the way he looked and everything. I'm like, oh my god, is that the League of Villains guy?
Actually, I don't think I've ever thought of it that way.
Really?
Yeah. Well, no, the thing is like, because in the mangas they don't show the color of the hair, so.
Oh.
I think that when they made it so that the first user had grayish blue hair, and then Shigaraki has grayish blue hair. I can see where.
There's a scene where, so the younger brother is like disobeying All for One, and there's a scene where All for One puts him like in this small room, whatever, and he's like, because you disobey me, like I'm going to do this to you, and he puts his hand on his forehead. And it just reminded me of the villain guy.
Oh shit!
I didn't even put that 2 and 2 together. That's actually really cool. I did not spot that. That is.
Oh my god!
And he said like, I'm gonna give you a meta power or something along those lines. That like goes with your, I don't know, whatever he was going through. So that was my observation. I'm like, oh shoot, like is this? But yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Detective Renee's on the scene. I love that. Okay. But no, I
completely off.
I didn't even put that together. That's actually, I could see how you see that. No, actually, that's really cool. But I mean, Shigaraki has connections with somebody else in the story.
Okay.
And, but no, definitely with this show. I mean, because of what I know in the future, or with the manga, like looking at the show, like I'm like, oh shit, like they're setting this up, or look at this. Like it's really good that you're trying to like find bits and pieces of stuff in that show, or just what they're showing, because like trust, like little tidbits of things that you see here and there are definitely going to come up again, and it's really cool. So
for me, I do like what they're doing on what was it, episode 90, right?
Yeah, with the Vestiges of Dream.
Yeah, season 5, episode 90. Vestiges. I really like how they're planting the seeds, like you said, kind of setting everything up for the season and onward. But for me, the next 2 episodes is really when things are really starting kicking in for me. season 5, episode 91, Class A versus Class B. They're doing like the like I don't even know what to call it, but
like it's combat training.
Combat training, right? Exactly. With Class A and Class B, and they kind of reintroduce you to Class B again and kind of show them off more, who they are and things like that. And then they also add to the story that I forgot the name of the guy, but
Shinso. No, Shinso.
Or was it Shinso? Is that the name of the guy? The guy with the purple hair?
Yeah. Shinso.
Yeah, it's saying like, hey, this guy's from the support class, I think, or the normal class.
He's from normal class, yeah.
Yeah, and he wants to move up to hero class, so we're testing him out here. And I love his speech that he gives.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
He's like, hey guys, I'm behind all of you. I'm nowhere near experiences as you guys. I'm not here to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here to fucking put in work. I was like, my man, let's go.
No,
let's
he's
do
really
this shit.
cool.
Yeah. And then for me as of right now, from these 4 episodes, the newest episode is my favorite episode. They really go in, and you really get to see what everybody can do and how their powers work. It was a lot of fun.
I mean,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, it's cool to see, everyone in Class A, like all the heroes you've been following from the beginning, and like just seeing where they're at now and how advanced their quirks are. And like these past 2 episodes, I think it just did a really good job, like just showing, everyone's progress. Like it's not just Deku who's the main guy who's advancing. It's everyone around him, and there's some really cool quirks. Like, I mean,
right.
I already liked everyone's quirk in the beginning, but just to see where they're at now, I'm like, wow, like you guys are amazing. Like they're only gonna get better,
And the really cool thing what they're doing is that they're also showing off Class B and what they can do, and I'm loving that. I'm loving that so much.
I'm actually really glad you brought up Class B, because like I think the biggest thing that I like about this is how they're showing, hey, you know what? Class A has gone through all this experience of fighting actual villains, going through actual combat, and having to go through all these crazy situations. And then they also show that Class B, although they didn't have any of that, they have been, putting their nose to the grindstone and like, training themselves and bettering themselves in any way they could through like, education, and then also through exercise and any little,
and training or whatever.
Exactly. Just in general, like they've become so advanced in what they could do from when we first saw them to now. And I love that within the most recent episode, we see that the first team of Class B and the first team of Class A, like they're both fighting, and they're like, hey, we came up with this incredible strategy because through, like I said, that education and training, they've been able to figure out like formations and patterns, and kind of be able to be like, hey, this person on our team is going to bring a lot of attention, so let's use her as a distraction, and then come up to them. But then Class B sees Class A's adaptability because they've been in hairy situations where it's like, hey, we need to think on our feet. And so that's where they see, hey, these guys are really smart and are coming up with these like really great ideas and plans and executing them because they have great teamwork, while Class A is just really great at adapting, and it just shows the experience they have with actual combat, with actual villains. So it's like it's a clash of just both people, and both classes are just leveling up in a sense, and there's like, you see the huge difference in like what real experience and what training does. So I think it's really, really cool to watch and see, and I love how they incorporate Shinso into one team for Class A, one team of Class B. Yeah, and I love that. And one of my favorite things is that he's being trained by Eraserhead to use the rubber, and that's not a rubber band, it's like the bandana or whatever, but
like the wrap.
There you go. Yeah, the wrap. Yeah. So that is one of the coolest things ever.
I like his like voice changer mask. Like he just looks cool, and like to have that extra ability to like change his voice to psych everyone out. Like I'm like, whoa, like this kid's powerful. Like he's gonna do things.
It's such a mind game dealing with him, as you saw towards the end of that of that fight, where my favorite guy of Class B right now, it's the big hairy dude,
of course,
Apocalypse Beast or whatever his name is.
Of course it is.
He's awesome. He has shades on, and like he's so cool. He's so cool, and he's smart. He's such a cool guy. Whatever. But like he's running after Shinso, and like he hears, somebody else's voice on his team, and he thinks it's Shinso trying to trick him. But it actually turns out to be someone on his actual team. Because, as you guys may or may not know, Shinso's quirk is that he could brainwash people, he could control people. But the way that it works, he has to, in a sense, have a conversation with you, right? He has to say something to you, and you have to respond to him for him to be able to control your mind. But the thing is, that quirk by itself, once you know the trick, it kind of gets useless, right? You already know, oh, I just won't talk to him, and I'll be fine, pretty much, right? And you can recognize his voice. So what we were talking about, he has like the voice changer, where he could change his voice to anybody's voice, and that changes things completely different because, like in that episode we saw, the guy, you're in combat, so you can't really find your partners and make sure they're talking to you. You're full on sprinting like the beast guy. He can't check to see if that's his teammate talking to him. He has to, in a sense, play a guessing game with Shinso, saying, is that Shinso or is that my actual teammate? Am I willing to risk responding to get brainwashed or not? So that's a really, really cool layer to the combat with Shinso's around. And that's what I really enjoy that a lot, especially the way they were able to trick them with that specific power.
Yeah, and I actually just kind of want to give a shout out to Hatsume. Is that how you pronounce her name? Hatsume. She's the girl with the pink hair. She like creates all the support items.
Yes. Her babies.
I just want to give her a shout out because I mean she's been killing it. I don't think she gets the recognition
she deserves.
She
doesn't get no screen time.
But like she made that mask for Shinso. She's made a lot of Deku's items. She's done all these like supporting. Yes. So I'm like, you know what, girl? All power to you. Like you're killing it.
She made she made everybody's power ups, items or whatever. They even had use for this guy, the electric guy, who I kind of feel is kind of useless up to a certain point.
Wait, which guy?
The electric guy. I forgot his name from Class A.
No.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm forgetting his name.
Well, I don't know his name. He has like the orangey hair, right?
Yeah, the orange hair with like the yellow orangish hair with like the thunderbolt in his hair.
Yeah, him. I kind of feel he's a little bit useless, after a certain point.
If we're gonna talk about useless, Mineta is definitely the most useless person in that team or Class A. Mineta is the guy with the grape hairs, the grape ball hairs. The
perv.
Yeah, the perv. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Yeah, I don't like him either. I'm sorry.
Nobody likes him.
I feel so bad though. Like he tries so well. I guess I can't say he tries that hard, but I don't know. I feel like he gets a bad rep.
It's like you feel bad for him, but then he turns around and does something like hella pervy. I'm like, bro, come on, man. I'm giving you a chance here. Don't ruin it.
I still don't understand how he's part of Class 1A. Like that is just such a weird power to be like, yeah, man, you could be one of the top heroes. Like, no, dude, no.
Politics. His family paid him for to be in Class A.
Like compared to some of the other, powers in the show, like I forget the girl's name, but the one that can create stuff literally with like her calories. Momo, there you go. Momo, yeah. Or I forgot if it's calories or what, but like just being able to do something like that with just straight up eating like a nutrition shit.
He honestly doesn't even deserve to be in Class B. He deserves to be like a support character, honestly. I mean, look at Class B. Look at the powers they have. Remember the one that they considered like Big Sister, the girl who can make her giant hands and just like DK slap people.
DK slap you.
The girl with the orange hair.
Yeah,
she deserves to be Class A. Who else? The other guy that turns into metal, like he deserves to be in Class A. Like there's a lot.
But there's really already somebody like that metal guy, which is Kirishima. Which, by the way, best boy.
Really? What?
No,
Kirishima is such a lovable guy.
I love his honor system and how like he's like straight up and honest and loyal or whatever. But he's not best boy. He's not best boy.
So what were you gonna say? Who's best boy then?
Oh, man, you kind of put me on the spot now. I gotta look at the list. Who would be best boy? I mean,
the class representative.
I don't want to say
Alita.
Yeah, Alita or whatever.
He's a trip.
Best boy.
Best boy. Special shout out to what's his name of the guy with the belly button laser beam though. He's not best boy, but he's in my honorable mention. I love him. I love
last season there was some creepy when he was kind of being a stalker to Deku last season. That was kind of weird.
Wait, which guy?
The guy with the belly button laser beam.
Oh,
I
pretty
love
boy.
him. Yes, I love
pretty
the.
boy. Well, that's not his name, but yeah.
I know it's not his name, but that's what I call him.
I love the pageantry. Is that how you say that word?
Pageantry, yeah.
The how he's showing off. He's always dressed nice. He's always shining. Love everything about that.
Now this wasn't in this season, but do you remember the dormitory contest that they had, where like they went through everybody's rooms and like said who had the best room?
Yeah.
I love how they went from Tokoyami to where they're like, oh, this is very depressing atmosphere. It's very dark, and he has a sword in his room. To the kid who has like Mr. Pretty Boy with like mirrors and like a disco ball in the middle, and they're like, yep, sounds about right. Like, yeah, I always remember that scene, and I'm like, yeah, man, that definitely fits him.
Like, I don't want to say Deku because that's like very like the main. I feel like a generic answer, right? Even though Deku's fucking awesome. Fuck it, dude, All Might. No. I could say All Might, but he's more like Dad. If I had to pick like a dad, I'll pick All Might. He's definitely dad material.
What's like? How are you guys defining best boy?
Just who's the best guy in the show. That's it.
Best
Like, who's
guy.
your favorite? Who's your favorite, basically?
Yeah.
I like Shoto. I think he's pretty cool. He has a pretty
Okay.
the icy hat. No, okay.
Icy hat.
Hat's cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
I call him icy hat.
Icy hat's cool.
I like Bakugo too. His attitude sucks, but
Facts. Sometimes I'm like, dude, man, calm down.
Fuck it, dude. I'm going for it.
What?
Miro. What's Millennium? Whatever his name is. He's
Oh,
best.
Mirio. Oh, that's fat. I
He's
could,
best.
yeah.
Alex
best.
likes him too.
Mirio,
He's the
man.
best, and it's so sad. It's so tragic what happened to him, but he's the best one. If literally, if what happened to him did not happen, he would be the next All Might. I don't give a fuck about Deku. I will follow him to the ends of times. He is the best one.
All right, but now here's a harder question. Best girl.
This guy, am I right, Renee? What a dum. Easily. Easily.
Oh.
Ochako. Stop playing with
You
me.
always loved her. You
She's
always
the
loved her.
best. She's the freaking
Cringe.
best, man.
I don't.
I what? Okay, go ahead. Go say your dumbass answer,
Yeah.
Hector.
What's your what's
Airy.
your answer?
Who?
Eri.
Eri.
The girl with the horn that can... The little girl.
Oh, that's cute.
Wait, who?
The girl that Deku and what's his
That
face
little
name?
girl, man.
Yes,
That
best
little girl's
girl.
a plot device. Get the fuck out of here. You
Eri,
dumb.
best girl.
Nah, you're.
And if it's
you
not
straight-
Eri, it's Suyu. The frog girl.
Suyu. Okay, she's pretty
Frappy.
cool.
Yeah, she's
Floppy,
cool.
yeah,
she's pretty
Frappy,
cool.
yeah.
She's like number 2, honestly.
I'm so shocked that you guys didn't say Momo.
She's a nerd.
You know what? You saying Shoto and then Momo, or well, actually, I don't know if Momo's your top pick, but
She's not my top pick.
I was about to
Who's
say,
your top pick? No, before you answer, who's your
Oh,
top pick?
for best girl?
Yes, best girl.
I don't know how to pronounce her name. She's the girl that have like the earplugs, the like.
oh,
Gyro.
Yeah, Gyro.
I think she's so cool.
She's cool.
I
I like
just
her.
like
Cool. I like
her
everything about
attitude.
her.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
her attitude. She's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll say best girl for her. Yeah.
okay. It's actually
But
a solid answer.
what were you gonna say, Hector? You
I'm
were
about
gonna
to
say
say,
something.
if you had picked Momo and Shoto, I'm like, oh, you just like their romance. It's like you just like that they're paired together, which I think is a pretty cool pairing. I like that she's interested in him, but she's very like shy about it, and then Shoto is just
Mhm.
oblivious to the whole thing because obviously there has to be an oblivious character in every anime.
It has to be. It's like anime. You know what? Fuck it. I'm scrapping it all. I'm picking.
What?
I'm
Mountain
picking-
Lady.
No.
Ooh, she's cute.
The
Midnight.
Recovery Girl.
Oh, Recovery Girl. Oh, the granny.
She's
Oh,
hilarious. She's adorable.
Precious.
Yeah,
That's a
Recovery
good
Girl.
one. Good job, Rafa.
Yeah,
I like
that's a
that
good
one.
pick. And that's best girl, Recovery Girl, and best boy is Present Mike because he's
Present
hilarious.
Mike. Oh my.
Right.
Oh my
'Cause he's
god.
hilarious. Those are my picks.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay.
Yeah. So no, yeah. My hero is without missing a step, really cracking it up, man. I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the rest of.
And it only gets better.
Right. I can't. I can't wait to see where it goes from here. To really show off the rest of the characters, man. Like I'm really excited to see. From Class B. What's her name? The mushroom girl.
Oh yeah, she wasn't. Yeah, she's coming up.
I know who she is. I did a. I kind of.
Mushroom.
You'll see her. You'll see her when she shows up. I kind of spoiled it a little bit for you.
Oh, Rafa.
Sorry.
Not really. She was shown in like the like the episode where when they bring her up, her
Yeah,
quirk has to do with mushrooms essentially.
They showed her already
Okay.
on
Okay.
these 2 episodes.
Okay.
You just don't know her power yet, so
Okay.
that's my fault on that one. But yeah, I can't wait to see her. I watched a YouTube video about her, Hector, like explaining who she is and stuff like
What?
that. Yeah, it
Mm.
kind of spoiled it a little bit for me, a little bit.
It's not. It's, to be honest, not the big of a spoiler. She's not.
No,
she's not an
just
important character, really.
Yeah, she's just a really liked side character. So I was like, "Who's this?" And like, I liked her design, and I clicked on it. The other guy from Class B, I really like is that the blonde haired guy who talks.
I don't
mad
like him.
Oh,
I don't like him
hate
at all.
him.
I don't like
I
him at all.
love him.
Oh,
He has
you
a
would.
really sick quirk. I'll say that, but I don't like him.
I don't know what his quirk
remember-
is.
What
I don't
is
know what
his
his quirk is.
Is that
I
a
don't know.
spoiler? It's not a spoiler.
Did they say it yet?
No, they didn't say it yet. I'm trying to think, but no, they didn't say it yet. He has a really sick
Oh.
quirk, but I'm not gonna tell you guys because this is kind of a spoiler. Because yeah,
Oh, okay.
very sick quirk, But
Okay, cool.
I don't like him as a person though.
I love him.
He's annoying.
He's kind of an
I
ass.
love that he's talking shit through and through. He doesn't back down to talking shit. I love it. I love all of it of what he does. I'm like, this is the guy right here. I also want to see what the other guy, the guy who's literally a manga panel. I want to see what he does. He looks hilarious.
Oh, the manga pango. You mean the guy that's like literally colored?
Yeah, the guy who had a page as a face. You guys don't remember that?
Oh no.
They showed him briefly when they were.
There's
showing
like so many of
There's
them.
so
like,
many
a lot of
interesting
them.
characters. Yeah, the one I'm really excited about is coming in the next episode. It's the guy who is like completely covered in like black ink, and all you see
Right.
is his eyes and his hair is like gray, and he comes out of a shadow. Like that guy, I'm super excited to see.
Yeah,
He's in what class?
Class B.
Class B.
Yeah,
Oh.
they showed it in
Mhm.
like the end
Mm.
preview for the most recent episode.
Oh, okay. I don't think I saw that one.
But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, and I just want to say, like, I was really excited to see Dabby. I think that's his name, Dabby from the League of Villains, I
Ooh,
believe.
Yes.
The bad guy.
He's one of my favorite villains, so it was just like really cool to see him in this
He's
season
cool.
so far.
He's very
He-
important. Very
he's-
important.
Ooh,
He's
Very
still
important.
He's very mysterious. We don't know a lot about him yet.
yeah, I like that. I'm
Very
excited.
mysterious.
Yeah, at this point where we're at, we kind of know his complete backstory. So,
In the manga?
chills. Yeah, in the manga.
Woo!
Oh,
So
yeah,
excited.
it's so good. Definitely.
Nice.
Just for those not to like, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but if you're gonna have binoculars on anybody, right, and just watching their every movement, it's Dabi, All Might, Deku,
Hmm?
Bakugo,
Oh.
and Todoroki. Those are the top 5 people you should be keeping an eye on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm super excited. After this season, I don't know. So the weird thing is, the Class A versus Class B was a kind of like a mini arc in the manga, and then they went into another mini arc. So I don't know if they're just gonna do Class A versus Class B as season 5, and then do season 6 as the next mini arc, or if they're gonna do what they did last time, which is part 1 of season 5 or part 1 of whatever season is going 13 episodes long, and then part 2 is going to be a completely different arc, and it's going to be another 13 episodes. So it's like a 26 episode season. So I want to see how
Okay.
they do it, but they haven't announced that yet. They haven't even. I think if I look on my anime live chart thing, it doesn't even tell you how many episodes are in season 5 for this year or for this season. So I'm interested to see like how they're going to break this up, but yeah, like the classes isn't like a huge arc. There is like some huge stuff that happens within the arc, but it's not like a huge arc where they go like a ton of chapters.
Okay.
I'm gonna be hella basic and say that I love Toga. She's awesome.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
The-
she's cool.
and my favorite villains up to date. It is, where are they? I just had them right here. They're super side villains, and they had like a small part in the last season.
Oh, I already know who you're gonna say.
You already, yeah. It is Gentle Criminal and La Brava. I love
Oh
those.
my
two.
god,
They're
I
the best.
hated them.
Oh my god!
It was
Team Renee. Team Renee.
I had
Come
such
on.
a hard time finishing those episodes
Same.
with Gentle Criminal. I'm like, oh, I do not want to watch this. I don't
Same.
care about him and what he's
Oh
trying to
my
do.
god!
Yes,
Oh, he was
sir.
so cringe.
Oh, what is going on right
And
now?
okay, come on now. The relationship with him and La Brava, it's a little weird, man.
It's very weird.
He's old.
She was like in his
can't.
20s, I think.
She
Really?
is 21.
Yeah, she's 21. Yeah,
She's
Oh,
21.
I don't know, man.
but still, he's like in his like 50s.
It was just
Still
awkward.
weird. I
like-
mean, hey, you know, if you want a sugar daddy, that's all you. Do whatever
I
you
mean,
gotta
very-
do.
Okay. First of all, guys, before you guys start throwing out false information, okay, Gentle Criminal is 32.
Why does he look so old?
Why does he look so old, Rafa? Why does he
I
have
don't
gray
know.
hair, Rafa? Huh?
I don't know, but I'm looking at the Wikipedia
So-
as we speak.
So he's 32, and then La Brava's 21.
21.
What is-
Yes.
21.
11-year
Yes.
difference.
But still, though, but he looks
I
so much
mean-
older. But like, they don't tell you that. They don't like, oh, he's this age. It was
Also,
just
her
like,
being
yo,
short
Okay.
doesn't help.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right. They don't tell you that, and yes, she looks like a little child, but that's not the point. Okay, I'm not talking about their romance. I don't care about the romance. I just love their just they're like, oh yeah, we're criminals, but we're fancy and we have class. Like that's what's up. Right
That's
there,
your
bro.
favorite villain.
I
You know, there's
I
so many
loved it.
cooler
I
villains,
loved
but
it. I loved,
that's
I
your
loved
favorite
everything
villain.
about them. I loved everything about them.
I'd say Dabi's my favorite out of everybody.
I
It's
love
Dabi.
Dabi.
Well, actually, no, it's probably Shigaraki than Dabi. I just like the intricacy and like the complexity of Shigaraki.
I like these two and Toga.
I think
That's it.
Toga's just an easy fan favorite. Ooh,
I
I also
know,
like
that's-
Twice.
Twice is
Oh,
hilarious.
yeah,
Twice is
mhm.
hilarious. He's good. Twice is hilarious, and I would give an honorable mention to Stain, just because of the impact he had on people. Also, just what he believed in is it's a weird twisted version of what the hero society believes in. So I kind of love that of him. So
I also liked Chizaki. Is that how you say his name? The guy with the like beard, the beard mask, the bird mask. Sorry. Do you guys know what I'm talking? No, am I
the
not?
main
Bird
guy,
mask?
the main guy with the bird mask.
Yeah. Well, he's not the main guy anymore, is he?
Well, no, he's not around anymore.
Oh yeah,
Chisaki,
Overhaul.
sorry,
Yeah.
Overhaul. Sorry.
No,
it's-
his name
Overhaul
is
was cool.
Chisaki. His name is Chisaki, but
He was,
Okay.
an,
yeah,
he was an asshole.
just
but he was
remembered.
really cool.
I just liked the way he looked, like his demeanor and everything,
Facts,
like his
yeah.
confidence. Like he was really cool
Like,
until
That's
the
a
end.
that's a really good design of a character
Mhm.
Mhm.
with the mask and then the jacket with the purple feathers. Like that's a really cool design.
And he had a really cool quirk. Like
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. I was gonna say outside of like class, like anybody in the in school, like my Hero Academia school or teachers or the bad guys. What are your favorite pro heroes?
Ooh, favorite pro hero. I like the ninja who turns into a thread.
Yeah, the string guy.
Yeah, he's kind of cool. One I don't like is Best Genist.
Yeah, well, he's not really around, really, right? He's kind of.
is
I-
he dead? Didn't we like
I
see
think-
him
I
get
th-
obliterated?
Yeah, I think he went out of commission or died, or something like that in the last season.
Apparently he got
Yeah,
hurt. The guy
So,
you're
like-
talking about is Edge. Sorry, it's Edge Shot. The guy that
Edge Shot's
they go
cool.
really thin. The really thin guy. The string guy.
Mm.
That's Edge Shot.
I think one other character that I actually enjoy. Now I could be wrong what I'm about to say, but I think I'm right. Is from what I heard, the creator, which I think is Horikoshi. It is Horikoshi, I think. Anyways, Horikoshi, the creator of My Hero, he modeled the wood guy, the guy that can shoot trees and stuff out of his hands.
Kanumi Woods.
Yeah,
Kamui.
Kamui Woods.
Kamui Woods.
He was inspired by Spider-Man.
I can see that.
Oh, that's cool.
I can see that. That's really
I
cool.
think I'm right. I could be wrong though.
Yeah,
But
I can see that.
but yeah. So that's why I like him, because Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. So like, he's cool because he like swings with his vines and stuff that he like sends out of his hands, or trees. But yeah, those I like Edgeshot and Kamui Woods. Although Edgeshot isn't really shown much, Kamui Woods is, because he's like a rising rookie star, which is cool.
Yeah.
But besides that, there's not really like heroes that I like. I mean, Endeavor is cool, but like
Endeavor's cool. I really like Endeavor.
yeah.
I like him a little bit more now than I did back then.
Definitely.
Yeah, well, they're clearly starting his redemption.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if it's a redemption arc. I don't know if you want to call it that, but you can tell he's on the path of redeeming himself for being such an asshole.
I'm also gonna pull a Rafa and take back my Eri best girl, and I'm gonna say Deku's mom best girl.
True.
Poor
Good
mother.
pick.
Poor mother.
That's funny.
For me, the pro heroes that I like, first of all, hands down, I love the Pussycats. They're awesome. You guys remember them?
It took me when like I saw that episode. At first, I had a hard time remembering like who they were, and then eventually, like they do that a lot. Like there's just so many characters, and I'm just like, wait, I don't know where. And then they do the little flashback. I'm like, thank goodness, because I had no idea where they were from.
I love, like, it's the three like girls, and there's just that one swole ass dude in the back. I love that dynamic. Unfortunately, one of them does end up losing her powers, which sucks, but that's because of All for One. I'm gonna be basic as fuck and say Mount Lady. She's cool as fuck too.
He's cute.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm is really cool too. The guy could make copies of himself. I don't know if you guys remember him.
Oh yeah.
He has like a big coat. Like, he's really cool. I'm trying to think who else. And of course, can't forget the main guy, Present Mike, dude. I just want to bring him up one more time.
That's funny.
Because he's the best.
So like for me, I don't know. I thought Fat Gum was pretty cool.
Fat Gum's cool.
I forgot about Fat Gum.
How can you forget about Fat Gum? Fat Gum was fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing what he was able to do with his quirk. I didn't know like that was his quirk. Like,
it was such a surprise, right? Like, when you find out what his quirk was. The one hero that I want to know more about, like a washing machine. Like, what's his deal?
What was his name? It was like 8, right, or something like that.
It was. Let me see here. I'm pulling up the list right now. It was.
But the
name is Wash. His name is Wash.
Oh, okay.
That's
Never
really.
mind.
He's number 8 on the list of pro heroes.
I think he's like he does like firefighter work. You know what I'm saying? Like, puts out fires and things like that. That's why he's like super popular. Which, like, cool. I like
he's straight up a washing machine. Like, that's.
Yep.
I like the hero that's in like the astronaut suit, where like she can't live outside of the astronaut suit because like she's like a black hole.
13.
There you go. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking about. That's a number.
The one that sucks people up like in a black hole or whatever.
That one's cool. But cool, Renee, you were saying it was Fat Gum and anybody else?
I think Fat Gum. I think Gang Orca is pretty cool. I don't know too much about him, but he's like badass.
Yeah.
He was hilarious.
The few times he's been on screen, he's a really cool
guy. And I actually want to say a former pro hero. I was a big fan of Sir Night Eye.
Sir Night Eye. Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was really cool.
Rest in
peace.
Rest in power. Rest in paradise.
Yeah, he was one of my favorites.
It was cool, yeah. He was a nice addition to the cast.
Shout out Gran Torino.
Yes.
Gran Torino, yeah, he's cool.
He's up there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, for sure.
For real, there's so many good heroes. I mean, yeah, just general, just great characters, both good and bad. But all right, I think we've talked enough about My Hero. You're definitely gonna hear, guys, more about My Hero next week when we review and discuss and, go in depth on episode 93. Gonna be a banger, I'm pretty sure. Super excited about that one.
Sorry, just really quickly. would it be really, really cool if they would do a spin-off series, anime series of All Might and his come up, just to see him?
I think that's been brought up. That
has it?
I could really love seeing that. I would want to see him in the U.S.
Or they show off the U.S.
Yeah, when he was young. Yeah. No, like
that would be cool.
Yeah, All Might took like part of his time training. He went to the U.S. to like Yeah,
but
I would love to see that.
Or maybe just a spin-off where they show the U.S. version of the heroes, because all these heroes are in Japan. We're watching like the Japan version of them, and this is like worldwide. So what's going on in the United States?
That's true.
Or dude, I know Renee. I'm pretty sure you don't know about this, but I would love to see them make the Vigilantes spin-off manga into an anime.
I'll watch it.
Do you know about that? I'm pretty sure you know about that, Hector.
Yeah, I know about that. Wait, let me just refresh my memory. Is the Vigilantes the one where it's like before heroes became heroes and like people?
It's before. I don't know. No, it's when All Might's still around, but it's before Deku for sure.
Oh, okay.
And it has that one guy who's kind of like he's kind of like Batman, where he doesn't have powers, but he just goes around beating the hell out of people.
Oh.
And it's the guy the main guy. I don't know if he has powers or not, but he has like a All Might onesie.
Oh, okay. I remember now.
Yeah, and then there's another vigilante in the group who is it's a pop idol by day, and then by night she's a hero. Like that's the really cool thing about that side story is that like these guys they're not licensed heroes.
Mm-hmm.
So they're out there doing things illegally, and it's really cool to see like their side of things.
That's cool. That sounds cool.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it is a prequel though to My Hero.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It doesn't directly tie to My Hero, but it is a prequel in that universe. I think. I mean, it is a prequel, but I don't know if it ties directly. That's what I mean.
Okay. Well, okay, we finally can end off with everybody's favorite segment. Rafa, it is time for Anime Swap.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so.
Oh, you.
Are we not going to talk about the one you recommended to us?
Oh, yeah, but you forgot the intro, man.
Oh shoot! Oh man,
Wow.
I'm jumping way ahead.
Wow.
Sorry. I'm here thinking like, wait, where's my recommendation I have for you guys? No. Okay. Go ahead. There you go. Sorry.
This is all staying in. This is all staying in.
Yeah, I'm all over the place tonight.
But guys, yeah, so if you guys remember from last episode, I recommended both Renee and Rafa to kind of jump out of their comfort zone and hop into the world of Horimiya, which I absolutely loved, which was my favorite show of the winter 2021 season.
What?
Yeah. Oh no, that already sounds bad.
No. I didn't realize it was your
it was my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't hold back, Renee. Don't hold back.
Yeah, don't hold back. Don't hold back. Go for it. But actually, you know what? We're gonna start off with Renee. Renee, what'd you think of Horimiya?
Just to clarify, that was not me like giving you. I just didn't realize that
No,
was your
okay.
like top tier.
Don't backpedal now. Go ahead and rip them apart.
Okay? So, I was a little skeptical. This was my first slice of life anime. I really didn't know what to expect. I'm not gonna lie. As I'm watching the intro, you hear the music. I'm like, I don't really know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I really didn't know what to expect. We had to watch the first 3 episodes, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I ended up watching the first 9.
Whoa! What the hell? That is not something I was expecting. Holy shit.
Wow, this is not what I was expecting. I was literally expecting to shit all over this. Okay.
No, like as I said, like I didn't know what to expect. I was a little scared. First episode, you're like, being introduced to like, the group of friends. At some point I was like, really, like, is this gonna be the whole show? Like all this like high school drama. But then like you get sucked in. Like I'm like, oh, I'm all for this high school drama, and like I just loved every single character, and I love the relationship that builds between Hori and what's his name, Miyamura. Yeah, I'm probably gonna finish it. I know you guys weren't expecting that. I was not expecting to like this show that much, but
Oh man, that's awesome to hear.
I love the visuals. I love the story. You know, it gets a little cringy, but like
Yup. Yup.
I I'm all for it. I'm like it fits the show. Like I'm in it. Like I like the drama. You know, it's all this the typical like love, high school, being young stuff. It was just really relatable and yeah, I think like the group of friends were like they just all had really cool personalities and just how they are with one another. And then yeah, like every episode I'm like, okay, I need to know what's gonna happen next. And I just went through the first nine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is crazy. That's
Where would you
bonkers.
put this on your list? Like, this is
Oh,
what we do on when we give each other's recommendations. Is say like, is this something that I'm gonna finish right away? Am I gonna kind of hold? You kind of did answer that question actually.
Oh
But
yeah, I'm gonna finish. Yeah, I'm gonna finish this right away. Like this is the only. So like I watched this before I even finished like My Hero because I was like so sucked in. I'm like, okay, no, like
Ooh.
I should catch up. I'm like, I need to know what happens with Hori. Like I'm like, what's going
yeah,
on?
yeah.
So yeah, like this is definitely top on my list right now, like to
Hey.
finish because
Nice.
it's really good. Yeah, I did not see this coming at all.
Me
Welcome to the dark side, Renee.
Welcome to Slice of Life, Renee. This is what happens here.
Okay, not all of them. Not all of them.
I was gonna say like, are they all like this?
No,
I
no.
doubt
No,
it.
they're
No.
not. They're not.
This
No.
one's just a gem. This one's a gem. Oh well, depending on what Rafa says.
I don't know if it's a gem yet for me. Season 1, episode 1. I was okay with it. There's a few things here and there that kind of got annoying to me. Like for example, his tattoos or whatever. He was all like, "I gotta wear long sleeves to hide my tattoos," even though his tattoos were like really just like on his chest. Like if you wore like a regular T-shirt, you wouldn't be able to see his tattoos anyways. So why is he being a jackass about it? Whatever. It's a nitpick. Didn't like that. Um, episode 2 came around and I struggled through episode 2. Episode 2 was getting annoying to me because um it was the
Was it
when
them trying to get to know each other? Like,
no, I like that. I like that. Like, so what the problem that I had with episode 2 was um sometimes at the beginning it was a little bit too cheesy for me. I don't know. I wasn't really vibing with that. But then the whole thing with the student council, remember
mm-hmm.
council, with the thing like, oh, you forgot the paperwork and those other shit, right? And like, um, so like, okay, so like, one of the student council members bumps into the main guy, whatever the hell his name is.
Miramura. Remy runs into
Rem,
yeah.
yeah, to the main guy, right? And then she drops some paper, some of the papers that she's carrying around, and she picks it up and she's like, "I gotta go, I gotta get going." And the dude's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, I still have one left." And she's like, "God, don't worry about it. Throw it away." Like, okay, why the fuck is he gonna throw it away if you're carrying it with you? First of all, second of all, why did he take it home with him? He knows where the student council office is. Why not just go hand it in before you leave? Why the hell did you take it home? That's dumb. That's stupid. Okay, they only did that to set up the following scene where they're like, "Hey, Hari, where's the paperwork?" "Ah, here it is." "What? How you not know where it is?" And she's getting all embarrassed in front of everybody and shit. So then, just to have the main guy come in and be the fucking hero of the story and be like, "Here it is," and headbutt the student council president, that was stupid. That whole scene didn't make fucking sense. Okay,
What do
like,
you mean? He was standing up for Hori.
yes,
Yeah,
okay,
and he
no,
never
yes.
does anything like that. He's such a
Yes,
shy.
I understand that. I understand. That's not my main nitpick. My main point that I'm pointing out here that's fucking stupid is that he had that paperwork with him the day before. He knows where the student council room is. Why not hand it over to them the
But
same day?
they
Why
probably
the
were.
fuck? No. Why the fuck did he
Jesus.
take it home? Remy was on her way to the student council room when she was running with the
Mm.
box, right? Why not just follow her there? Why did you take it home, main guy? Why did you take it
Well,
home?
Remy
That's
did
the problem I
say,
have.
"Don't worry about it. Throw it away." She literally told him that.
Yeah.
Yes, but then he looked at it and it said like like what is it, like something about like the budget or whatever.
Yeah, it was the budget.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Remy's a fucking idiot, clearly, but the main guy's not a dumbass. The main guy's not an idiot. He sees budget on there. I'm like, oh man, this might be some important paperwork. Let me hand it over to the student council before I go home. It's stupid. That scene was dumb. Okay, I was so set to throw this show away. I was so ready to say, fuck these people, fuck this show. This doesn't make any fucking sense. That was
So wait, I have a question. So
Okay.
our slice of life, because this is my first slice of life show, are they supposed to be realistic? Like, is that why you're so thrown off? Because that
No,
no.
Okay.
he's just
I'm
being
just-
Rafa.
This is just me. This is
Yeah,
just
this
me.
is
being
him wanting to be mean. That's
Okay,
it.
no, I'm not being mean. Okay, I will seriously. This is dumb. Okay, look. Okay, look. I'm sorry, but this is the thing that I've always had a problem. It doesn't matter. I've said it before. I said it in season 1 of this podcast. I'm gonna say it again here. Okay, if you set up rules in your world, I expect you to follow them. This guy, he's a smart guy. He's not a fucking idiot like Remy. Remy's a fucking jackass. I accept that, right? I accept that full-heartedly. I expect her to lose paperwork. This guy, he's a smart guy. Okay? He sees the word budget on this fat-ass stack of paper. Wouldn't he think of just dropping off the student council before he goes home? Why take it home? Why take it home? I'm sorry. It's dumb. It's dumb. Okay? It's dumb. Okay? And yes, you can say I'm nitpicking. You can say it's fucking stupid. I'm overreacting. I don't care. It bothered me. Okay? That scene itself was only there to set up the following scene, to have the student council talk shit to Hori, because Hori wasn't going to forget that paperwork. She clearly didn't forget it. She handed everything over to them, didn't she? Because she's smart, right? Because she's not a fucking idiot like Remy, all right? But they needed Hori, whatever the fuck her name is, to clash against the student council, to have the main guy come and save her, because to set up the love or whatever for each
And
other.
I was all for it.
Believe me, the scene was cool. It was awesome. He came in and he headbutted him, and they're like, "Why did you headbutt him?" He's like, "Because I fucking felt like it." It was great. I loved it. It was a good scene. The setup is fucking retarded. The setup was fucking bad.
The setup
Yes,
doesn't
it
matter.
does. Yes, it does.
Does not matter.
Renee, yes, it
All
does.
that matters is that he stood up for Hori, and that's when their
doesn't-
love
no.
started kicking, and that's
No,
all
it
you
didn't.
need to
It
know.
was fucking stupid. It was fucking dumb. Okay, that was episode 2. Renee, let me finish.
Okay,
Episode
sorry.
3. Episode 3 rolls around. I'm in a bad mood. I'm not happy right now. Episode 3 goes. I'm ready to give this away. I'm ready to say fuck this show and fuck Hector for recommending it to me. Starts kicking in. They're hanging out. Them two are hanging out or whatever. No. The one scene where it started turning for me, because it did start turning for me, was when idiot Remy was talking to Hori. And she's like, "Oh, is he your boyfriend?" And she's like, "Nah, we're just hanging out." And she's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna take him from you." And then Hori's like, "Nah, that's my man." I was like, "Let's fucking go. Let's do this shit right fucking here. Let's go." I was so fucking hyped. I'm like, yes. See, the thing is, Renee, you don't know this, but when it comes to slice of life romance anime, typically the more generic ones, the love never really gets proclaimed until like towards the end of the show, unless it's
Okay.
like really heavy on the romance, right? And I typically get annoyed when that happens, right? Because like you guys clearly like each other. Please,
Right,
just-
like the
just
signs are there, but it's
Right.
I did notice
Well,
it
you
took
guys-
them a bit to actually confess and stuff.
to get to it, right? Like you guys are fucking
Mhm.
idiots. You guys don't see it. I don't know what's wrong with you. Just do it. Just kiss and say you love each other. Like just fucking do it, right? Like
yeah. Right.
you get antsy, right? So with Hori on episode 3 saying, "Hey, this is my guy. Fucking get away from him." I was like, "Let's fucking go," because now I know shit's gonna get real.
Yeah.
Now I know things are gonna get good, right? So I was getting hyped. I was literally in my room yelling and screaming like, "Let's go! Tell that bitch, let's go!" Like I was in it, right? So then it continues on, and Hori and the main guy, they're hanging out in her house, right? And then the little brother's not there anymore
Mm-hmm.
because he's outside playing soccer or some dumb shit. And then they're watching movies, and then
Why
dude's
do you
getting
call
scared and
everybody
shit.
dumb? Oh my god.
and then And then they're talking about like the hands, and also those kind of stupid. They're talking about, oh, I'm double jointed or whatever, but they really don't show her being double jointed. I mean, whatever. It's a nitpick.
It was her pinky, wasn't it? Like her pinky was like.
I don't know what finger it
know.
was. I couldn't tell from the animation. I was like, sure, you can bend your whole arm backwards, whatever, girl. I don't care. So then they're talking about the hands, and they start touching hands. I'm like, oh shit.
I know, I was freaking out. Like, oh.
I was like, oh shit, what's about to go? And then she locked fingers with him. I was like, oh shit. And then she's like, she's like, I like you, like, or I like your hands or whatever. And then he said it back to her. I was like, I was hooping and hollering. I'm like, this.
No, she told him that she loved him. She was like, I love you. She's like, oh no, I love your hands.
Right, yeah, like, I love you. Yeah, like I love your hands. She said I love you, but then then she's like, no, I love your hands, right? And then he said I love your hands too. You know what I'm saying? He's doing that thing, you know.
Oh.
Hello.
Can
you hear me? My fucking mic went out. I smacked the shit out of it because I'm so hyped right now. Dude, I was hooping and hollering, dude. I was losing my fucking mind. I was like, let's fucking go. They're holding hands. They kind of said that they love each other. This is the shit that I live for. This is the shit that I fucking want right here in the show.
Oh my god.
I was all about it. I literally did a 180. From episode 2 to episode 3, I did a 180. I was like, oh my god. If episode 3 is hope for what's to come, I cannot wait to see the rest of this fucking show.
Oh yeah, I couldn't stop.
I'm all about it. I'm all about these two.
Yeah, Horimiya.
I love it.
10 out of 10. Which I think as of right now, they haven't said anything about a second season, so like this is all you get.
It's okay. I'm used to that happening, but I love that. I like the way that I feel like these 3 episodes are going. It feels like they're not gonna do the whole thing of like, oh, they get together at the end of the show. I feel like they're gonna get together way before that, and you're gonna kind of see them be together. That's what I want. That's what I hope for. So I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. I really enjoyed episode 3 a lot, and it turned it around for me. Like this is a show that I'm for sure gonna keep watching. I don't know if it's gonna be. I'm gonna watch it as fast as Renee, like immediately. You know, but it's something that I do enjoy, a good slice of life romance that's not fucking weird or stupid like other anime do. Like the other 2 that are being aired right now, where it's like an old man and a high school girl. Like I haven't even touched those. Those are staying far away from me. But like this is some good, wholesome, fucking nice romance shit. I'm all about it. Even the parts that are kind of cheesy, kind of get on my nerves a little bit. I still fucking love everything about it. It's still good. Like
I like all the little like awkward moments and stuff. It just makes it more enjoyable.
And I love the whole thing with his friend who likes her and she rejected him. Like this, oh my god! And then
I love the group.
And then they box each other. Oh, it was so good. I like the girl with the short hair. Her friend, I like her. She's cute.
Yuki.
I don't know. I don't know their fucking names.
Yeah.
It's purple hair guy. Is her friend. The main guy and main girl. That's how I named them. And Remy's a fucking idiot. So there you go.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I don't know which episode it was, either 2 or 3. But then they give you they show you Miyamura's like past, like how like he was bullied and like he was always alone. I cried. I felt his pain. I'm like, oh my god, you poor boy. Like, I am so sorry. I'm so happy that Hori's around. Like, I was very attached to these people like right away.
I think that's episode 2.
Yeah, I think there was an episode where like towards the end I was like literally in tears. I'm like, oh my god, I feel so bad.
I love they showed Hori's background with the president, how she bullied him. I found that so funny. That was a really funny scene.
She's a hothead.
She's cool. I like her attitude. By the way, I watched this in English dub because there's an English dub for it on Funimation.
That's just disgusting.
Shut the fuck up, Hector. It's actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent. They actually sound like normal people.
Oh, I watched the subtitles with subtitles.
Other than Remy. Remy sounds like an anime character, but everybody else sounds like a normal character to me. So I just don't like Remy.
Yeah, she's like my least favorite. I'm not too crazy about her either. Go on.
I was gonna say she annoyed me because the main reason and I know they do it in the Japanese audio, but I don't notice it because I don't know the language. Um, but she's talking in third person. I don't know if you guys notice that, but if you hear the audio in Japanese, she says like Remy, ba 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 in Japanese, right? It's a thing that happens in anime, right? For whatever reason, they talk in third person, but they decide to do the same thing in the English version. So everybody else is talking normal, like, "Oh, I'm doing this, you're doing that, we're doing this." And Remy talks. Remy's doing this, and Remy, I'm gonna go do. Remy, I'm gonna do this, or instead of saying I'm, she's saying Remy's going to go do this. Like, why are you talking in third person? You sound like a fucking idiot.
I
And it
didn't
got
even catch that.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So she's like, so they're introducing like, oh look, it's Remy. Hey Remy, how are you doing? Remy's doing fine. Like, why are you talking in third person? You sound dumb. So
So angry, Rob.
I know.
I
So
get
passionate.
see that's the thing. I get very passionate at certain things, and this is one of them. I love slice of life. I love romance anime, and if I mean, this is not the last. This is not gonna be the last time you're gonna hear me rant and rave, Renee. I'm gonna do a lot of this depending on the shows.
Okay.
Well, I mean, overall, I'm actually really, really happy to hear that. That both of you, especially Renee, that's a shocker that
I
that Renee
know.
liked it. But yeah, I mean, so that is a plus success. This is what we love to see, everyone, on the anime swap segment of the Bento Boxcast. Everybody loves Horimiya. Love that. We love to see it.
Yep.
But that being said, this week we have Rafa giving us a recommendation to both myself and Renee on what to watch, and we'll give it a 3-episode rule, and we'll come back next week to discuss.
I could choose the safe route with Renee, but I'm not. I'm gonna risk it all.
Oh, okay. What
Um,
does that mean?
I have a feeling you're not gonna like this show, and it's
So
gonna
you're
hurt.
gonna recommend it because I don't like it.
No, I'm gonna recommend it because I want you to like it.
Okay.
But I feel like you're not gonna like it.
Mm.
It's one of my favorite shows of all time. I love this show, but I just have that feeling you're just not gonna like it. You're thinking,
Yeah, well, you guys also didn't think I was gonna like Slice of Life.
true, but this is slice of life with an actual story.
Okay.
I'm gonna recommend you a slice of life that doesn't really have a story.
Oh
So,
boy.
yeah. I'm gonna recommend you K-On!, my favorite slice of life anime of all time.
K-On.
K-On!.
How do you spell that?
It's like
K
K
dash
on
on.
with an exclamation
Oh.
point.
Okay.
So I hope I pray to whatever God who's willing to listen to me. Hopefully you like this because this is one of my favorite animes of all time. I recommended this to Hector and Hector liked it. But
Okay.
It's not better than Horimiya, but yeah.
It's not in the same category other than slice of life. It's not a romance. It's more of a comedy than anything. So it's kind of different vibes here. But I hopefully you like it. I don't know. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to see what you're gonna say. I hopefully
Well, why do you think I might not like it?
because I mean I'm gonna give you the synopsis. Okay. It's a bunch of high school girls who join a light music club, and they hang out and play music and just goof around.
Okay.
That's the show. So I don't know. The thing is, like, I know you like shonen. Honestly, I was thinking of recommending you Fire Force, which I knew for a fact you're gonna love. It's Fire Force. Who doesn't like Fire Force, right? I was pretty sure you're gonna like that one. If not, if I don't know about love, but I'm pretty sure you'll at least enjoyed watching. At least the first 3 episodes. I don't know how, because you're so new into slice of life.
Mhm.
I don't know what part of slice of life you fall under. So
Okay.
I'm risking it with this one. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, K-On!, here we go.
So that K-On! Is a slice of life, but like more on the comedy side. Is that what you said?
It's more comedy. It's more laid
Okay.
back. It's not there's no drama. There's no romance in it. It's
Damn.
just it's not like that. It's just like I said. It's just the four, eventually 5 main characters who are just goofing around, playing music, and having tea in their club room. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm like I said, I'm worried here. I'm hoping for the best. Please don't crush my heart. Okay, so moving on. Hector, for you, I have. Hopefully, I didn't recommend this to you. It is an isekai.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I know you like isekais.
Yeah, you don't. Which is why it's surprising.
Yeah. It is. I just had it here, so I'm trying to pull up the name really quick. Hopefully, you haven't seen it. It's a pretty funny isekai. It deals with this girl who,
Well, before you go in there, an isekai, for anybody who doesn't know, is essentially an anime where the main character dies in the human world and then gets reborn into like another world. Sometimes it's fantasy,
Right.
sometimes it's not. It kind of depends.
Most of them
sounds so much cooler than what I'm about to watch.
you actually might like this one a lot more than K-On, but I need to know where you stand with K-On because it's one of my favorite animes of all time.
You already know. You already think I'm gonna hate it.
I know, but I need to know.
I mean, if you want to double dip, then you can.
Yeah, you can watch both of them if you want. I'm not gonna restrict you, but I need to know where you stand with K-On. It really depends on our friendship. If you like
Jesus.
No pressure.
Yeah, exactly, no pressure. Have you seen this anime Hector, called "Didn't I Say to Make My Abilities Average in the Next Life"? It's on Crunchyroll.
Jesus, that's the title?
Yeah, that's a lot of isekais have dumbass names like that.
No, I haven't watched this one.
Okay, watch it. It is isekai like comedy. It's fun. I like it.
I don't like comedy.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it, but oh wow, there's 3. Oh wow, John was just roasting you because you.
What happened?
Because they're all little girls on the on the cover art.
John could suck my fat toe.
Fat toe. John was like, man, Rafa extra horny because he's all the shows you were recommending in the last episode of the pod.
What was the last one I recommended that he was saying?
Well, no, you were just like, man, Rafa wants to watch the one with the adult guy with the teenage girl, and then
I did not want to watch that. I clearly said that.
And then everything was just going downhill with every recommendation or everything you wanted to watch. But no, okay, cool.
No, not at all.
Okay, yeah, I've seen this pop up on my feed before, but I've never watched it, so I'll definitely give it a shot.
It's a funny show. It's a really funny show. So the premise of it is that this high school girl, she is like top of her class, in studying and athletics and all this other shit. But like everybody kind of looks at her like, oh, they kind of like put her on like on a pedestal, right? Like, oh, look how amazing she is or whatever, right? And then she eventually she dies because that's what isekais do, and she gets transported to this new world where she gets to make her wish or whatever. Like, what do you want from this new world? The generic shit you get from isekais, right, Hector?
Mm-hmm.
And her wish is to be average, be average on everything, cross the line in this world, right? So that she gets spawned into the world, as and her power levels and everything, it's set at average. And that's all I'm gonna say because I don't want to spoil it for you, Hector, and you, Renee, if you decide to watch it.
Okay.
Mm.
Well,
yeah.
I think those are solid recommendations, and I'm sure we'll get to them and discuss discuss how we feel about them. Hopefully, we keep friendships intact afterwards.
I'm ready to burn bridges here. So,
but guys, that'll be it for this episode of the Bento Boxcast. Thank you so much for the love on episode 1, and hopefully you continue to give us your your patronage, right? I forgot how that is. That term.
Your
Anyways,
love.
Just keep giving us your love.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. Keep giving us your love and obviously support. Thank you so much for tuning in once again, and make sure to like, share, subscribe. Check out the description down below for any link to all of our Twitters, to our Discord, to our Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and all the other links with Anchor.com. So yeah. Also final shout outs to the Play and Pod with Alex, John, and Rafa with over there on the Geek Jar 2000 page, as well as Artisan Gamer. They make some incredible stuff. We'll definitely check them out on Etsy. And anything else that I'm missing, guys?
No, I think that's everything.
Solid no. All right, cool, perfect. We got it all down pat. Thank you guys again. Thank you. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye.
See ya.